Byron, let's head.
You are listening to the Lucha Central Podcast Network. And now, LuchaCentral.com presents Masks, Mats, and Mayhem.
I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Welcome to another edition of Masks, Mats, and Mayhem. I'm your host, Justin Outlaw Harvey. You can find me on social media at JustinHarvey75. You can, in fact, find the entire show on social media at MMMshow75. Who's out there? Oh, what's up? What's up, Rebecca? Howdy. She said hi to you this time, Byron.
Byron.
Downtown, we got my man, TA, Tony Allen. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Tony Allen here at Tony ST Allen on social media. I hope everybody did everybody watch all the wrestling there is to watch this week?
What? Bro,
No?
I can't
Okay,
even describe. Anyway, over this side.
Well, I'm in the
Byron.
Justin slot. Why'd you put me over here?
Oh, yeah, I don't like that. Is that better?
No, put me back. At Byron Fever, too much pressure. Put me back to the other one.
Yeah, I think so too. Wait, you got to fix your headroom. You got to like sit like tip
I
your
want
screen.
to stay like this, but I move around.
You gotta fix your head.
Oh my god.
I move
You're going to be
around.
out of the frame for our friends watching Vertical, which there are a few of already. So,
okay.
I'm just trying to get your.
Wait, why
your
can't I
head.
see the count? And
There we go. This is what needs to be in frame. Merry
No, maybe because
Christmas,
you're a
everyone.
Merry kiss my ass.
This is Mortis giving the flatliner to Santa. The present we all deserve.
Stupid. All right, I'm gonna come in hot. Don't apologize to him, Rebecca. He does not deserve any of.
I
your
appreciate it,
sympathy
Rebecca.
or
We're
sorrow.
friends.
No, screw this guy. I want to talk about something that is what everyone is talking about. It's the news. It's the thing. Let's talk about
the World Cup?
Let's talk about English Premier League soccer. Wait a minute. Let's not do that. Meefloaf is not here.
Tigres going to the final tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, where is Meef? Oh, I cannot talk shit today. What the?
No, Meef.
He
Meef
did this
is
on purpose.
Babysitting detail and pulled a double at work, and I don't think we're going to get any Meef tonight.
Whatever.
I'm loud. Am I coming in hotter? I know what she meant. So we're going to talk about something that is, it's got a ripple effect across all of entertainment. And obviously it has a ripple effect in wrestling too, but you can't really talk about TV programming. And we're talking about 60 hours of TV programming a week without talking about what is happening with Warner Brothers Discovery this week. Netflix put in a bid somewhere around $27 a share with, $8 billion fall apart fees and all sorts of cool stuff. Outbid just about everybody in the world to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery. But all that Netflix wanted was the streaming, HBO Max stuff, and they wanted Warner Brothers Studios and all of the Warner Brothers properties and IP, which means they would get the physical studio lot, which they desperately need, because they don't have real production in LA. They're building stuff in Tony's neck of the woods right now and other parts of Mexico. But they are not really building studios here in the States. So that would be great for them. They also, of course, want to eat up the streaming with HBO, and that's a major competitor. And everyone has speculated from the beginning that Netflix knows that there is a chance this whole thing could fall apart anyway. But just to slow down a competitor and or possibly have the chance to buy out one of their top competitors.
For 2 years, by the way.
Absolutely worth it for them. Paramount didn't take a keen liking to this, so they came back with a counter offer as a hostile takeover, which means that they're going directly to the shareholders and not through the board, which is what a hostile takeover is. It's basically you're going around the corner, you're going to the actual shareholders, and if the shareholders approve that with a shareholders meeting, then the board has to ratify it and go with the other sale. So they're trying that approach, $30 a share, big, huge amount of money, but they want the whole thing. Paramount wants the whole thing. Though, however, what they may not want is the actual studio lot. They've got 27 buildings or something that are only, I think, 60 to 80% booked right now. I don't know if they want to take on another 34 studios and backlots.
Yes, they want to, apartment buildings and stuff like that.
I mean, it might turn into more of the Cokewoods, if you know what that is. They might not need that part, but Paramount, however, needs everything else. They want all the Discovery Channel programming. They want TNT. They want CNN. They'll merge it with CBS News, or they'll give it to Jared Kushner. They're bringing in South money, and they're bringing in political backing and all sorts of stuff. So, very interesting. So, people say, well, how does this affect wrestling? Well, obviously, right now, Netflix is in bed with WWE for the Raw programming, and internationally, Netflix is the home of WWE. Period. Everything outside of the U.S. Here in the U.S., we just have Raw on there, but outside the U.S., everything's there. So Netflix is basically the primary partner with WWE in programming at this point. It's no longer Peacock. So bringing in AEW into that fold, like if HBO Max is absorbed into Netflix, they have an existing deal with HBO Max where HBO Max will still have to pay them for the remainder of that deal no matter what they do. And then Netflix could choose not to air it because they have a competing partner, but they'd still have to pay for it. So I don't know why they would. Most companies aren't in the habit of buying programming that they don't air. Buy out AEW from that deal in some fashion and give them a chunk of money and let them go somewhere else, which is,
well, I've heard that chunk of money is about the same as or even a little bit more than the contract itself. So,
right. So it's not, basically, it means that AEW
what do you want?
Probably fine. That you're not going to see the programming disappear. And in any likelihood, ratifying this deal for Netflix would probably take about a year and a half. It's not going to be fast and or easy. There's a lot of hurdles to get over. And with the fact that if Netflix actually secures this deal, they will literally own 40% of entertainment, period. So everybody has to see what's going on there. On the AEW side, though,
nice legs, bro. Byron, nice
sexy.
legs. Sexy. Shorts. That's the way to go.
I'm busy. What's going on?
I
just realized I had
Are you on the show?
Okay, so Daniel, this is a good question, and this is
laundry in the background.
This is actually correct. AEW is licensed to HBO from TNT, even though they're all under the same umbrella. It's still a separate license agreement. From one company to another company that are both underneath the same umbrella.
It's a lateral license.
Yes. The primary holder of the agreement with AEW is Turner Networks, which is a Warner Brothers Discovery property, but the deal is with Turner Networks. Complicated, but that's just the way it works. Byron?
That checks out. There's also words to throw in there like streaming and terrestrial broadcasting rights.
Yeah.
So basically, even though you could probably stream on the TNT app like I used to do, they are different broadcasting categories as far as rights that you would sell, which WWE is taking advantage of. I think a lot more. AEW is just kind of doing it under the same umbrella, under the same TV empire.
Yeah, I mean, and there was talk that AEW had a chance to do a CW deal and didn't want to because they didn't want to leave the Warner umbrella, and some of that other stuff kind of came out this week. Which is, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, a lot of times you have a parent company that is loyal to your product and things are working well and the relationship is good. You don't want to mess with it. Like, Vince did that with NBC Universal for a long time. He felt like they were his primary home. He was very loyal to them in a lot of ways, and any deal he could give them, he did. But then when he wanted that buyout and they valued the company at like pennies on the dollar, he was offended at that point in time. And that's when Nick Khan was given free reign. And that's basically what eventually led to the TKO sale. Vince and all of WWE very clearly stopped believing in the one-stop shopping of NBC Universal and wanted to branch out to the wider world, which clearly on a business level, I'm not saying for the sake of wrestling itself, but on a pure business level was absolutely genius, because where they're at in the marketplace is phenomenal. Like none of us could have seen them getting to where they got to in the marketplace as the level of value that they have.
Every single, it's not so much, they kind of have rolled with the punches with viewership going down. Some sorts of numbers will go down where they're not in the Attitude Era. It's not pop culture mainstream like it was, but what they are able to do is they're able to still make their money by doing other tactics, raising ticket prices, or Raw and SmackDown are two different shows that you sell, even though it's the same company and it should be the same storylines, even though there's brand splits and non-brand splits and this and that. And then they have NXT, which is another thing that they're selling. I don't know. Did they sell Main Event? They're selling the AAA show. Just every single thing that they do is a separate product, which is insane. So when you add them all together,
please, let's have Slim Jim at AEW so I can eat it on screen. Continue. I'm sorry. Just my favorite.
I like Slim Jims too.
My favorite snack. It's
I don't normally eat Slim Jims before 2 a.m. though.
What, you're trying to hallucinate? Jesus, what's wrong with you?
Those some crazy ass dreams you're looking for, right?
Yikes! You are mad, man.
Yeah, I have my family bring them by truckload when they come to visit from the States. So
I buy them at Sam's Club in bulk, and my stepsister, whenever she comes over, she loves her.
So now I'm gonna get very technical, but Conagra cannot sell outside of the United States, which is the company that owns Slim Jims. You cannot get them in Canada. I lived there for 6 years, and you cannot get them here.
So they don't have international distribution of their product?
No, they used to have K Circle, which I don't know if they have K Circle
K?
still. Circle K, whatever. Yeah. America.
The K Circle Ranch.
K Circle, yeah. Well, yeah. So they had it here, but then you remember one of their plants exploded back in 2016, something like that.
Yes,
it was huge.
vividly.
Yes, I was there to record. No, dude, see, I know about all. You see, what you have to understand is I come again from a family of cowboys where we raise cattle. So
what up, Tyler?
We used to sell a lot of meat to these companies that we're talking about right now. So they exploded, and then for some reason, all their distribution things fell through after that in Mexico. I don't know.
Oh, you got a hookup, Tony.
See, this whole time your homie had your hookup.
I know. He's holding on me. That's a problem.
All you had to do was ask.
Oh, but it's one of those stores that buy stuff in the United States and then brings it in.
Right. So you're gonna have to pay some.
Yeah. So
get the cheddar up for that, huh?
Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah.
Do you guys like other types of beef sticks? Since we're on the topic and it has to be important.
I don't.
First thing we're really discussing.
I don't like it. I don't like other like there is this what's it called, beef whatever. No,
chomps.
It's called,
I used to do chomps.
Pepperami, something like that's called. And it tastes like like grease, like just like lard.
There's a flavor in the Slim Jim which is not replicated. It doesn't taste like a meat or anything.
No,
the Slim Jim flavor.
So Byron,
yeah.
You said earlier today that you were worried that Jared Kushner might start booking wrestling shows. What was your opinion there?
Was that on
No,
the
it
thread?
has-
Was that
it
on
has
our
nothing to-
chat thread? Is that what you're saying?
First of all,
Oh, this guy will tell us all about it.
Here we go. Now that we're talking about Jared Kushner, this is the audience I want to talk to.
Wow, he popped that. You say Jared Kushner and he popped that on nowhere.
See how that works?
Meef just pops in the room and says the word dickhead anytime you bring him up. No, Meef, you just missed a bunch of Slim Jim discourse.
Yeah,
and a little bit of Chomps.
It might be
discourse.
some of that
Okay. What is a
HTTP
Slim
that John Cena explained to us in Pluribus last week. If you're not watching the
haven't-
show, you can watch it now because John Cena is on
I'm
it.
an episode
I
behind on
can't
it. but
watch
it's phenomenal.
Pluribus because I only watch shows after all the episodes have dropped. I can't watch Stranger Things right now. I can't watch the new season of Landman. I refuse until all the
Where
episodes
were
are
you?
out.
When did you grow up? I had to watch fucking MASH by like drop.
What a great show. by
My
the way.
favorite show. My favorite show. I will always.
I was
say
an
that.
early Netflix adopter of binging back when it was even DVDs at home.
Meef, look at my shirt.
I would rent an entire season of The Wire and then watch the whole thing and binge it. Like I just can't watch shows weekly anymore. I can't do it.
Alan Alda, please adopt me. I love.
I don't know. I'm a little bit of both. Sometimes you want to be a pervert and watch a whole season at once. Sometimes I just want to like have an enjoyable. I want to disappear from the world for an hour and watch the show.
Yeah.
But I have other stuff going on, so I can't do that big commitment on like a Tuesday night.
I'll give you a plug, Tyler.
I was like, are we getting somebody's show
JCW.
plugged?
Yeah, let's go for it, man. Hey, look.
I've never seen that show before, but I'll vouch personally for it. What
Julia
words
Championship
do you guys
Wrestling.
say on it?
That sounds like one of those decisions you will regret later.
Tomorrow, YouTube, 7 p.m. New JCW Lunacy. Brand new episode. There you go, Tyler.
There you go. No, I gotta say something. These kind of shows like Pluribus. Am I pronouncing that right, guys?
Yeah,
'Cause you keep
Pluribus, like
fucking with
E
me on that.
pluribus unum.
Fuck you guys.
You could do
Thanks.
whatever you
I don't
want.
know.
Whenever
You're
you
on
guys
about,
speak Spanish, well, except for Meef. Meef gets a pass.
Was it cuando yo veo pluribus? Los
No mames,
pluribus?
güey.
I got a
See?
little heart
That's
attack. I disconnected my headphones when you started talking.
It just makes my crotch itch.
Okay, so shows
The
like
tingle.
Pluribus, I have to watch because I like during the week. I like to create possibilities of what the fuck is going to happen on that episode because it's Vince, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Gillian, yeah.
But I watched Breaking Bad in giant swaths. I couldn't watch it.
Okay, I did. I watched. You know what happened with Breaking Bad? I watched. It was you know they divided the last season like in 2 parts.
Yeah.
So during the break between the first and second part of the 5th season or whatever it was, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I catch up to the last episodes of it. So I watched it real time with everybody else.
See,
I think
and
that was the best thing
I was
ever.
one of those people that I did not watch it when it first started airing on AMC or wherever the hell it was. And when it came on Netflix and they had the first 2 seasons, I binge watched the first 2 seasons. Then they finally put the 3rd season on there. I watched the entire 3rd season. I watched Breaking Bad entirely on Netflix. Not one episode did I ever watch on regular cable.
I haven't watched it.
Danny, I have not I mean, I sit next to the person that watches the show, so I guess by osmosis.
We're talking about this one, Mormon Wives.
Yes, Mormon Wives. Yeah.
Brutal. This show was
by
great.
osmosis, I've been receiving information against my will.
I did actually watch Sons of Anarchy 1 week at a time. That was one of the few that I did during that era.
I told you about that Venn diagram.
Tell us
Venn
again.
diagram. Venn diagram of Vikings.
What is a Venn diagram?
And it's
Vikings and
a
biker jackets.
couple yeah, if you watch Vikings and Sons of Anarchy, you might have a political standpoint. Is all I'll say.
I watched both. I love those shows, Meef.
Wow.
And he likes war Vikings or whatever the name was.
Yeah.
I am only this much fascist, first of all. Can you be a little fascist?
Being fascist.
Everybody's a little fascist.
Have you ever heard of America?
That's capitalist fascism. That's a whole.
I don't know
different
if that's a little.
See,
Describe
Brit
what a
love
little is.
Vikings
Oh no, I love
too.
Vikings. I love Vikings. Ina Sivek doing the soundtrack. Amazing. Wardruna. and Reed was
Whoa.
like, bring back.
Now Byron works on Jersey Shore.
Yeah,
You
I was
know
gonna
that,
say,
right?
you know who you're talking to right now,
Them's
right?
fight words right there.
Oh,
No, I was
man.
just talking to him about how crazy I was commiserating. I was just talking to him about how crazy Secret Lives
Don't
of
try to
Mormon
use
Wives
big
are.
words, Byron, because then I don't know what you're
Secret
saying.
Lives of Mormon Wives is a legitimate name
Jesus
for a TV
Christ.
show. And
mouth-
It's a real show. It's a real show, Meef.
It's a real show. I want to work on that show, to be honest with you.
I bet you do.
I have never in my entire life heard a Mormon person say the word baby daddy or talk about baby daddies as much as I've seen them talk about their baby daddies in like a half hour every week on that show. It is crazy. I didn't know they had it in them.
You didn't know they had it in them. They wouldn't
There's
be
too many
wise if
jokes
they
there.
didn't.
They do have some secret.
See?
Wow.
Not reading that one, but I'm putting it on the screen.
Yeah, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not.
I'll just let that one be out there in the
It happened,
you're-
world.
but I'm not part
If
of it.
you're listening to the audio and you're that curious, just make something up.
There's not too many of them over here. Maybe I can say it.
Rather offensive.
Right.
This is the
Well,
best
so-
wrestling
See, even
podcast
Rebecca's
I've
like,
listened to in
"Damn."
a
Rebecca's
long
like,
time.
damn.
What we
Um,
need is on Raw to kick things up a notch because they used to have cameos all the time, right? From TV shows and this and that. The Secret
Snooki.
Lives of Mormon Wives. Snooki was on it. It's funny.
Snooki
It's
was
funny
on
to
it?
watch them
Your
talk.
girl
She's on
Snooki
WrestleMania,
on
wasn't she?
At a WrestleMania match.
Oh, I know she
Why
was.
so?
We need to get the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Okay, I fucking.
Oh,
hate the
you're
title
saying
now.
Snooki was
Women.
on a WrestleMania thing, not Snooki
Oh,
was
on
on
WrestleMania.
Secret
Yeah,
Life of
no,
Mormon
no.
That's
Live.
what I
No,
thought
no,
you
no.
were saying. I
I'm
was like,
trying. I'm trying to say
know.
something, and other people are saying things
Yodi
too, and then it all
yo,
becomes
Goatsy, Yodi
Gotse in
yo.
Japan.
Goatsy.
Konnichiwa.
Okay, I got a question. I see a lot
Don't
of
say
people
that.
on the vertical feed. Is this better for
There's
you
two
guys?
links on YouTube.
I know. I know that.
That's how you do it.
See this? What's this thing? Oh,
My question
know.
is,
I've just
Yodi
noticed.
this-
yo,
is this
Goatsy.
better for you? You
Oh.
you
And
can make this so that it covers the whole screen, right? Like,
What we need is Jay Uso to pick up about 7 managers, ring valets, and they're all the Mormon whores from that show.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
What?
Why?
That's like in their
Wives.
character
The word is
description on the show.
wives.
Watch the show.
The
Oh,
word is
okay.
wives.
They're not on there because they're a wife. They're on there because of the other.
Byron's
thing.
allowed to say the word because it's self-descriptive, apparently. wait
I'm
wait
taking
for
it
his
back.
hard R's
Is
later.
it on their tagline? Then it's acceptable.
Byron's going
Wow.
to sing some karaoke
Cage
of
match
NWA
between
later.
Hey,
all the
Daniela.
Mormon wives is with
Let's
Snooki
book
as the
it.
ref. Whew. Hee-haw, whew, hee.
Byron is going to
Hell.
book that.
Should I write my name as Byron? I did that for a couple weeks, and then
Yeah,
I
I
thought,
don't
well,
remember.
it's
2
a
weeks
little.
ago.
That might be a little racist.
Terrible and terrifying. Okay, so let me get this slightly back on track. But this is
Warner
what
Brothers
happened.
Discovery.
I said Jay
No, but
Uso,
but
by
this
the
is-
way,
but
so
this is
I'm
the
on
point.
topic.
Like this stuff does, like we are fans of TV. So are the people who are watching this. Like we all consume television. Like wrestling is part of that world, and this shit with Warner Brothers Discovery is really kind of gonna jack up the whole industry, or maybe
It
save
is.
it, or change it. I don't know. It's
Well,
crazy
very.
though. It's
I
crazy.
don't know if this is. I don't know how any of this is for the better. For the better. I mean, of course, I understand that Warner Brothers owns money to like somebody that will break their legs from Russia or something. I don't know.
Not
Right.
our legs.
I
don't care.
Well, they're looking for Zaslav, you know. Oh, he does have a Russian accent.
I was gonna
Anyways,
say, maybe
Yeah,
one of them
sucks.
deserves a leg break.
Zaslav, I'm gonna be a CEO. Am I gonna get killed now?
Zaslav.
Anyways, I don't see how any of this, unless again, Apple, if you're watching, because apparently now a lot of people are watching that we didn't know that we're watching. I'm just getting used to being on the spotlight right now.
He's becoming the queen. He's going to.
Yeah, I'm becoming part. I guess if Apple comes in and buys Warner Bros. Discovery, that will be a great solution that will not affect the same way, because and they are so rich that they will still be able to keep theatrical releases, which is my problem. That is the largest problem, because that is a whole industry they will kill. They don't care. Netflix don't care. Now, if they make some concessions regarding theatrical releases, and they put, like, in the next 10 years, Warner Brothers will still go first on theaters, and hold on, and for those 10 years they will have a 45-day window, then maybe this will be a good solution. However, I don't think they care that much.
I mean, look,
You know,
this
it'd
is
be
one of the
interesting.
things that Paramount immediately offered is they're saying 30 theatrical releases a year if they take over WBD. Paramount is guaranteeing that they will keep the integrity of the theater process, and not only that, but guaranteeing a certain amount of releases that is already a higher amount than Warner is doing in a year. But I mean, they're saying combined with Warner Paramount, they're going to do 30 releases a year. That's big.
So do they own any actual versions of cinemas, like themselves?
No, it's
Like-
illegal for them. There was a law that
Oh,
prohibited
okay,
studios
okay.
from. However, that is stupid. If they remove that and you have Paramount on their own studios, their own theaters, that will make them want to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
I'll
just
say
gonna
this. So, like,
one of the ideas is like, Byron, no,
I have things to say.
no, I have things to say first. And
Yeah,
I'm
let me
glad.
go. It's the middle
He
of the night
gave
there.
the kids NyQuil to
Right.
be here, so let him
Yeah.
know.
I gave myself NyQuil to be here.
Typical.
It helps.
The because what the Netflix could have been savvy or interesting with is actually like they could release their stuff in their cinemas, if you know what I mean. If they were allowed to own cinemas, they could actually done like a Stranger Things. You go every Friday, watch Stranger Things in a cinema. As it was released. Well, they're big things. They're big movies as well. They could actually do, and technically they could stream it, so they would get streamer figures or whatever. But I think that would be actually quite a good idea, and they could also theme it out. Maybe they could do it as like a theme park,
And they do
almost
stuff like that. Like
that
Netflix
way around.
tours around a Stranger Things
Yeah.
exhibit and Squid
Yeah.
Games and some of that stuff. And they actually have a touring thing now
Well-
that's almost an amusement park with like 4 of their different properties combined, which is part of why they want Warner Brothers.
I was about to
They
say
have
they could literally
realized
make
that
a
IP is king, and like their self-created IP that they brought up with Money Heist, Squid Games, Stranger Things, some of these
Imagine
things.
if they make a theme park, a Netflix type of theme park.
If they bought
They'll
Warner
make
Brothers, they
that
probably
theme park
would.
in Dubai.
Yeah,
In
I
Dubai.
mean, but that's what I mean.
No,
is
that's
you
Paramount.
could possibly get around it by having the cinemas inside the theme park.
And going back to wrestling, I think if they will put AEW shows on theaters, I don't know
Yeah.
if they do it on the States. If they do it over here, I will go. I will go. I will get me sushi and popcorn and chicken, because you're gonna have me.
WWE's done that before.
You're gonna
done
have
that,
me at the
didn't they?
theater for
They do
7
stuff like that.
hours.
I've seen
And there's
WWE in an AMC theater before. They
Yeah,
had
and there's
it
a
was a
thing
Survivor
here-
Series like 4 years ago.
There's a thing here in Los Angeles called the Dome or something, where it's almost like a big immersive IMAX live sporting events. They have special cameras, and so they've been doing that for the WWE pay-per-views.
And
But
it's
yeah,
starting to become popular now too. They have specialized
right.
cameras for the WWE shows
Yeah.
too for that thing.
Wasn't that a thing in Mexico years ago, Tony, with Lucha Libre being shown in theaters?
I don't know if
it was closed caption or what? Not what is it called? Closed circuit television. It was like the old boxing
NXT
stuff they used to do.
Oh,
in
it
the
was
States.
no. I don't know. Maybe AAA had that, because they do have a lot of.
Yeah,
I
it was
mean-
Triple A
Worlds
was
Collide.
doing-
Worlds Collide was
doing-
done, wasn't it?
Here,
Was
you
not.
can rent a theater
Mm.
for about anything, and probably you can have them show
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
AAA, because if you buy the pay-per-view and it's a close place, it's not and you're not charging for it, you can show it. So maybe I should do that. Oh shit. Maybe maybe I should do that for
Well, just
That's the second
don't
time
try
that
and bring Jeff Hardy in for a signing, Tony.
Well, regardless, the whole thing is crazy. But I think the moral of the story that wrestling fans need to understand is that no, AEW is not going to show up on Netflix anytime soon, nor will it most likely ever show up on Netflix. Even if Netflix buys HBO Max, and even if they do plan to absorb HBO Max into Netflix, it will not be overnight. The technology to put all the new stuff in there and to blend it all together and to make it work right won't be overnight. And by then, the AEW deal will probably be up. So everything for AEW's deal right now, I think, goes through 2027. I don't think they're going to see much change in that amount of time. Regardless of what happens.
End of 20,
How much is the
if not
end of
2028?
2027?
Yeah.
I
How
think
much
the
is the deal?
biggest change that we're going to see is that they're going to turn CNN into Fox News, but a better version.
Fox News?
I see now. I also don't believe that. I believe
But
that
that's literally what he's saying.
I get that's what he's
Who's
saying,
saying?
but also the guys who run CBS News at Paramount are saying, no, that's not what we're going to do because we want to get our hands on this thing too. So
But
they'll
aren't
have
they the ones who
internal
got Barry
struggle.
Weiss? They're doing Fox News as well.
They'll have internal struggles before they actually completely get that done. But also, I think that would be a huge mistake because I think that's going to put them exactly where CNN and MSNBC got to, which is they're competing brands with different ideologies, both on the left, and I think that they have actually split the base and harmed their party. And I think that the right would end up doing the same thing if they, came out with a more MAGA sensitive or Trump sensitive version of
Fox, you have
Fox.
Newsmax, and
Can we use the
there
M
is a
word?
bit of cannibalism there.
Yeah, I think
Can we use
Or
the M
news.
word?
sure.
Okay.
We're not
What?
proud.
Can we use which
I'm
word?
not scared.
The M word.
M.
M word. MAGA. Ugh.
Yeah.
Say it again. Say it
Oh,
again.
I was thinking of the movie
Ugh.
M by Fritz Lang.
No. Imagine if Tina is going to host AMCT. They are not owned by the same company. We already established that last week.
No, but that would be awesome
close
tie-in
enough.
of like both the AMCs, TNA on AMC and AMC.
I would love it if their president showed up to an AMC theater with his
Carlos?
other AMC badge
MAMC car.
with like it's like, no, I'm good. Just walks right by, goes to one of the theaters, starts like trying to plug in a satellite like server thing so they can
Hilarious.
stream the show.
That would be
Then he
great.
starts tweeting.
Well,
VPN.
And that was the big news last week. Like this, it just doesn't stop. It's
America the Beautiful surprises me because of what just happened in Miami. In Miami,
Yeah.
maybe I don't know. It's a weird time to be alive. But I think that going back to Warner Brothers, I don't think that we are going to. AEW is going to be fine. They are the least concerned about that.
Yeah, but they got 2 years. Worst case
How
scenario,
much
they
is
have
the
2
deal?
years to find a new deal, and they're probably, they're already looking for new deals. So
How much is the deal to
They'll figure it
buy
out.
Warner Brothers?
Why
I'm
you
just
guys don't
looking at
change?
my finances. Yeah, I'm just looking at my finances right now.
Well, I
Yeah.
put on a bid. If I had known that they were gonna say $30 per share, I would have, $32 per share. Just I had it. Just
Tony's bid is $87 billion.
how many shares? Yeah, you gotta also ask how many shares there are to finish the math.
Oh
Right.
wait, you mean there's
more
more
than
than
one.
share? Oh,
Yeah.
So how much is the whole deal?
Maybe that's
Have
why
they
it didn't
announced
go
that,
through.
or-
I guess.
The whole Paramount deal is worth what, 90 billion? Is that right?
Can
And the
can
Netflix
Shad
one
do
was
that?
87.
But I think
Paramount
if
is
Shad Alfred-
102.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can
it's
Shad
100.
do it? Has he got enough
Paramount's
money? Shad?
102. Netflix was 87, I think.
87 plus a 9 billion fall apart fee.
Yeah.
Can,
But I
can Shad
think-
buy it for Tony?
I mean, I
think
got
that
I
Tony
got
can
the
buy it.
cash. Do you want to split the bill on this? I mean, I'm fine either way. It's just whatever.
I mean, yeah. As we know, if you give it me for 6 months, I'll turn everything around. Make them
Let's start a Patreon,
Oh,
raise
boy.
some funds.
start an OnlyFans for it.
Yeah.
Byron, why don't you
Kickstarter.
just start off easy with a foot finder and then work your way up, buddy?
Do you
All
want to
right.
do this right now?
That's
No, we're good. We're good.
Byron can't even find a foot.
I already have enough of these shenanigans in the other podcast that I produce.
Yeah.
so.
You've got
If
enough.
you
yeah.
make some money.
I saw that.
If you
So,
guys want to make money,
Did you watch it? Did you watch it, Meef? Did you watch the?
I saw the clip.
Ah, Oh,
The clip.
that is nothing, bro.
That
nothing.
is
That
small
is-
potatoes.
yeah. That is what can be on social media.
I don't think you ever want me.
You guys
Nyla,
know
and
we're a
Justin
half
to
hour
have a
into the
conversation.
show. We haven't finished one thought.
Well,
Where is this
where you
me
live in your
stuff?
brain to them, I'm guessing.
What? What is who?
I've finished plenty of thoughts. So let me start a new thought for you.
Okay.
I really want to talk about Ring of Honor for a couple of reasons. The main reason I want to talk about Ring of Honor is the women killed it. Like, were there even men on that pay-per-view? I mean, there were, but honestly, it was a really good pay-per-view, but you had what, 4 women's matches? We had the
Yeah.
Well, more than Survivor Series.
Ring
So
of
you had
Honor's
the
been known
Layla,
for
Layla match. Okay,
right.
I'm gonna go back because I that's what we have computers nowadays. You know, that's what God invented.
Well,
computers.
and to be fair to ourselves,
Jesus.
we watched a lot of wrestling this weekend. I mean, I was watching TNA and
no, okay. So
ROH at the same time.
this is what happened. We were watching ROH because we were texting back and forth, and then TNA started, right?
Right.
And then at
Which
one
we didn't
point
even realize there was a TNA pay-per-view.
I
when
know,
we
and then
started
at one
watching
point we
ROH.
realized the NXT had another thing going on. Is that right?
That was on Saturday. That was the next day.
Okay.
Oh,
that
did
No,
you
the
not
thing we
realize that
realized
NXT?
was going on at the same time was TNA. We didn't
Oh,
know there was
TNA.
TNA
Why did
pay-per-view.
TNA run a pay-per-view? That's so weird.
I don't know, but like I saw some clip from Busted Open or something, and I was like, wait, they're promoting a pay-per-view for TNA that's tonight? And I will say this. That TNA pay-per-view barely rated as an episode of Impact.
Oh my god.
It was like, I don't know, Santana fighting one of the lower level guys from that NXT faction. Like, nobody was really facing anybody. It was weird. And then there was a Kaz defense against Dango or something. Like, it was really
he's still
weird.
working. Nice.
Well, it's kind of he was doing a
He's
retirement
retiring,
angle.
isn't it?
Yeah. So that was like the biggest storyline going into that show was the Dango retirement angle, JDC or whatever he's calling himself now.
WWE really dropped the ball with Dango and Gorgeous.
All
They
right,
were
so
great.
But I'm just saying, like, it felt really weird that right after this announcement that WWE is going to be
That'd be-
forced to part ways with them, that all of a sudden the pay-per-view was like, wah, wah. You know?
yeah, it was super.
Let's see. What was that? ROH? It was called Final Battle, right?
It was Layla Gray defeated Saida Steele, and then Diona
Dana Steele.
Purrazzo defeated Billy Starks, Red
Great
Velvet, and Mercedes Mone.
Well, that's what I'm getting to. I mean, that was the
And
highlight.
then
The
finally
Athena
Athena with Diamante defeated Persephone.
Let's talk about that one first.
Yeah, let's talk. Well, first of all, let me say this to my boy Shane Taylor, who's fucking hot at me over my comments from last week about Athena. He did not like what I had to say about her being trapped, so to speak, in ROH because that was kind of offensive to people in ROH. And that was definitely not my intention to, to disparage ROH, but to say that I want to see her and all of ROH get more publicity. I want
and
people
also
to know about these events.
To quote Byron, and also you're just answering to what Brent said on the comments. You say,
yeah, but I will
asked
say
if it was
that
stuck,
the title I posted was a little clickbaity. I'm not gonna lie. Like, here's the thing.
It's the nature of the beast. It's the nature of the beast.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna read what he said. First of all, then I'm gonna read it like Shane. First of all, Ring of Honor doesn't have anybody stuck. Saying that is disrespectful to the 20+ history of Ring of Honor and those who built it, including everything that comes from it. Which makes sense that he would be salty about that because, it sounds like a diss on him. He's a Ring of Honor 6-man champ right now, and that, And then also he's saying Athena is the GOAT and someone who stands up for herself and her character. Her in-ring work is second to none, and she's put on bangers with so many talented women. Ring of Honor needs someone to carry the women's division, and when that person is ready, they will. So he's saying, like, look, somebody will step up, and right now it's Athena. So
I would say that not to upset Mr. Shane, because I know he'll beat the shit
Have you
out of me.
seen this? Have you seen the size of the guy? Yeah,
Yeah, I did see him wrestle. I did see him wrestle in the UK once, and it's very impressive.
And he is from Cleveland, and
yeah,
I'm here to tell you,
So-
Cleveland goes hard.
it's a thing of wording possibly, but it's not the perception of Ring of Honor now because of the way that everything's working, and I suppose it's because of the WWE mindset and the way that WWE is run, is that most people see a collaboration, and especially, I'm not being rude, but AEW are the golden shining knight that comes riding into battle and looks after everybody, but AEW stole all the talent from places they've partnered with, and they've signed contracts with AEW and no longer wrestle in those places or wrestle them sporadically. So Ring of Honor is seen as a subdivision to people who aren't in the business and don't know better, or just wrestling fans or casual fans. Someone like myself who isn't really an AEW Ring of Honor watcher anymore, like, I see they have a partnership and I see how the talent moves, and like I'm just guessing that point wasn't just enough with that. The Trapped is almost like, how does she get back out of Ring of Honor and into AEW again, where she, what you would see as the parent company in essence. You know what I mean? Like, it's about perception. Perception is reality to people,
Maybe she doesn't want to be. Maybe
no, that's good. It's good. I mean, like, Ring of Honor is a really fantastic company. We all loved it. I mean, it's unfortunate that it's not is it easily accessible, or it's just no one really knows about it anymore. It seems, to have disappeared from the mainstream cycle of news. But like, when you see the talent that's actually down there, you're like, holy shit, why the fuck isn't it? Like, so
right.
They've got to sort something out there.
But I'll be honest, I have that same opinion about a lot of the promotions in general. Like, that is not just my opinion about ROH. Like, I look at regular AEW roster sometime and I'm like, geez, what are they doing with this guy? Like, why can't this guy catch a break? Or why can't this person get on better?
Why is Darga sat in catering?
Right. Like, just those things going on. And it's like, I love what they're doing with Red, which is kind of where we're going here with this whole thing. And Red has had an amazing run before her injury as the television champion, and she was doing great stuff in Mexico and whatnot. But it's like, damn, I just want as many eyeballs as possible to see that. I get salty when somebody's on Collision instead of Dynamite sometimes, because Collision gets 200,000 less eyes than Dynamite. And I'm like, damn, that person had a banger on Collision. I wish people had seen it on Dynamite.
Okay,
I mean, that was.
I gotta say here. I think, and this is the most important part. We all want ROH to matter more.
Yeah,
that is the problem, and I think this is where all of us can agree. And this is where we're coming from. Shane Taylor.
We want more respect on its name.
We want you guys to be more visible. That is the point of this. That is why because even so, I don't see a lot of other people talking about this instead of just like a blurb on a post. We are actually dedicating this time to talk about it because we care. I care deeply about Red Velvet's career. I do. I want her to be more exposed. She beat Mercedes Mone. That should have been like huge. And it was a great pay-per-view. And it was a great pay-per-view. But even the quality of the image, for me, I thought it was lacking. And I don't want that. I wanted to look 4K, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I care about. That's what I'm hot. That's what I came in and would mention this. And that was a great pay-per-view. But it has to matter more because people are working their ass off at that place. And it should be visible. It should be everywhere. That is the whole thing. And I was asked the other day, like, one of the posts, like, who am I to be talking about it? Well, I got a $250 microphone and a really steady connection to the internet. So you're going to have to hear what I have to say. You cannot. I don't care. Right. But I care about these people, and I care about wrestling because it has been important in my life. It has gotten me out of, in my economy. It has improved my life in a lot of ways. So of course I want it to be a better product, and I love that match. I actually watched the match like 3 times this weekend because I care so much about it.
That was a 5-star match.
That was a 5-star match for real. Probably Mercedes' greatest match in her run at AEW/ROH.
I felt like it was my favorite thing that she's done since leaving WWE. There's been a couple of good ones, but that one just slightly edged out a few of the other ones from like Japan or whatever. And definitely in AEW, I feel like that was her best one.
Definitely, yes. And
okay,
it was.
I'm gonna play this for you guys real quick, just because I want y'all to know I got love for my man Shane here. Did it go up here?
Shane, you wanted to see me? Yeah, I did. Shane, no. It's a simple concept. You fight when I tell you to fight. You win when I tell you to win, and you lose when I tell you to lose.
Yeah. Shane. Hey, man.
Hey, Major. You may want to look at this.
In our top story today, protests have erupted around the city over the highly controversial Shane Taylor Promotions fight team. The baddest man in the Ring of Honor is known for his revolutionary rhetoric, as well as his violence and aggressive ideologies, have citizens concerned about what the group will do next. Those protesting are also being met by STP supporters, saying that the group is exactly what is needed in today's society and is a great example for those who really want to change things.
What you want to do? Get the car.
What you want to do with him?
Who?
No, come on, man. No, no.
It's the second time Justin Death Scene has appeared on MMMshow.
This is what happened when you that tweet.
No, but here's my thing. I was in one of homie's promos. I don't think it ever aired on ROH. Like Shane and Danny, who does like all that Julia Hart stuff and all that cool stuff. And she did the entrance video that you guys probably saw in the Righteous entrance for TNA. But like, he did that himself to promote himself. And it's a great video. There's a second part to it too. That's another piece with his protest, and he gives his badass speech and everything. I think he just ran them on his socials. I don't even know if it ran on Ring of Honor. And like, that stuff is great. I want to see these talents like get a chance to push these storylines and to do all of these things, you know? And it's just, there's fun stuff that can be being done with all these guys. And my whole point last week about the Athena thing is I want everybody to stop tripping. Like, if there is anybody tripping, stop tripping. Athena is one of the greatest of all time. Stop tripping. Go out there and fight her. Go out there and fight her like Billy did a bunch of times. Go out there and fight her like Thunder did. Go out there and do it. Like, don't be a hater. Just get on it. Let's go. I want to see all these matches. That's my whole point. But as far as Red goes and Mercedes, you couldn't ask for more. Like, have you ever seen high spots that good in a title match in an American company? Like, high spots that were that clean and that inventive? I personally haven't seen it in a long time. Now, in the New Japan Strong event last year, yeah, I saw some stuff like that. It was great, but it wasn't on one of these bigger promotions. And yeah, also here we're seeing it in Ring of Honor. I would have loved for 2 million people to see that, you know?
Yep.
It was amazing. It was the match of the week, hands down. Even though that Kyle Fletcher speedball match tonight was pretty damn good.
Oh, I didn't watch it. I was
my
stuck
God.
in Monterrey
Look,
traffic.
You got something fun to look forward to. That's all I will tell you.
I'll go back and watch, definitely.
I was literally getting texts when people saying how much they're enjoying the C2 this year. And I remember this time last year during the C2, people were just like, what the hell is this garbage?
Yeah.
So kudos to Tony Khan. He's doing a great job with the C2 this year. It makes a lot of sense. It actually has some drama. It feels important. I don't know how else to explain it. It actually feels important.
Well,
and the matches have been amazing.
The way I've been talking to some people about it, I draw a direct comparison to the G1 because that's what it's based on.
Mhm.
A lot of the better parts of AEW's presentation since its inception have been things borrowed from the New Japan presentation, and the G1 is, I believe, used to set up storylines to continue on through the rest of the year to their main show, Wrestle Kingdom. So they have storylines that come up from the competition, and there are inherent stories in the matches, tournament stories.
Can I tell you my opinion real quick?
Because they do. I want to finish this because they do shows almost every day as well, so it adds up.
Right.
But here, it's like once or twice a week you see the matches. The whole endurance of a tournament thing is just doesn't play. It's just like everyone's wrestling matches they'd wrestle anyways. So that doesn't really translate. But what they did this year is they got stories and conflicts and characters to find going into it.
Yeah.
So now all those things are already brewing, and now they're cooking in the tournament, and you'll hopefully get fresh stuff coming out. But all this stuff matters already in the American, American version of pro wrestling.
I think that you need the C2, especially at this time of year, because every year they try to reset with this whole like, "What's up, James? What's cracking?"
Oh, hello, James.
When you guys doing it? You guys doing your show on Saturday still, right? Saturday mornings? No, so like I think you need it because by this time in the year, TK's whole thing about wins and losses matter doesn't work anymore. So you can't really talk about people's records this far into the year, and that'll all reset on January 1st. So you have to have something that is a new record to have basically at the end of the year, which I'm not even kidding. Like, I actually think that that's part of why it works, because you want AEW to feel like it has some basis in real sports, which is also why I wish there would be less false finishes. Like, I'd like to see more decisive victories after hard fought battles and less 2 counts personally. But at the same time, like, the real sports aspect of AEW can work at times when it feels like it matters.
Yeah, I love the tournaments, and that's another thing.
He's like,
New Japan will do tournaments every, a tournament during different blocks of the year, and I think that works for them. It helps them fill gaps of programming. Like, this is a specialized juniors, or this is where you're going to see a bunch of tag matches.
Did you just make a AEW reference?
AEW
hockey reference?
No, yeah. That's their cruiserweights or juniors.
Oh, okay.
So, but AEW did all of them at once in the past month.
If they're smart,
that is the only objection I have on that, because I don't know, like 2 weeks ago, I was I don't even care because we haven't finished one and we're going to the other one. I mean, the tag team championship tournament ended today, and we are in the middle of the other one. So, which, by the way, I was wrong on my prediction. So, whatever.
Oh.
I like that we were all wrong. Like, everyone thought it was going to come down to a Mercedes Tony thing, whatever they were involved in. And maybe it was originally booked to be that way, but maybe TK heard the groans, because I think there were a lot of collective groans of like, there's other women that work there besides Tony and Mercedes.
And you know why I do think that's true? Well, besides other reasons I cannot mention, but because this does not feel like something that he will do. Like, I'm sorry. It's just, I'm very happy for for
I think he's been doing that in general recently, though.
what is it called? Wrath? What's it called? The tag team? What is it called?
What is their
Babes of Wrath.
Babes of Wrath. I'm very happy they won. Now I know a particular tag team that is not a real tag team, but it could be that is on Thursdays with a podcast that's getting very popular. Let me tell you, that could challenge when one of them comes back. I'm just saying, Tony Khan. We got a returning megastar. That has experience on tag teams.
Tony's beating around the bush. He's talking about Thunder and Nyla. He wants Thunder and Nyla to be the tag team champs.
I do want them to be champs. Yes,
they'd be good champs.
Yeah. I mean, I just want them to be a tag team on TV because they're hilarious. But would the audience accept Thunder doing comedy? Like coming to the ring and cutting up with Nyla, on the ring entrance alone. I just don't know if people are ready to accept it because they have to do it as comedy. They have to do it as comedy.
No. It has to translate the podcast into the ring performance. I've seen Thunder transform, MMA fighter, public speaker. I mean, there's other areas of her work that are not visible on the wrestling ring, right? But she can knock it out of the park every time. Yeah, well, it's not visible on the ring, but it's everywhere else. That's what I'm saying. This past weekend, she had an audience of 3 million people see her, see her stuff on a news channel that I did not even know was going to happen. It just happened because it got, thank you to the American consulate on that in Monterey, because they are supporting us greatly.
Byron, can you read this person's name in that comment? My glasses are kind of fogged up. I can't read that.
I wish I knew how to read. I work in TV. Meef.
I don't speak English. I don't read English.
No,
it's
no.
Races Fan Rocks 4. There's only two K's, so we're good.
There's no spaces, Meef. You said it with spaces. I don't.
Yeah,
spaces in the name.
I do agree with the comment, and we did talk about it last week too. That it was kind of odd going in with 2 babyface teams to that final. It made it feel like it wasn't
on the
big,
use of the tag team. Look, if anybody with half a brain, they see something that's happened organic and is natural, and you fucking make money out of it as soon as possible, whilst it's still
right. So put the belts on Thunder Tits.
Oh.
on Nyla Rose.
That's what we need.
Well,
because
I agree.
They lost the match, so now Tony turns on Nina with Thunder because her partner wasn't good enough.
That could happen.
Yeah, that could happen.
That honestly could happen.
No, I'm just happy because the thing is,
I'm happy that Willow won. I'm happy Willow won
because it's happening right now and it's natural, and that's what you got to cash in on. To be honest with you, and you might have maybe Tony Storm gets upset that Thunder Tits is no longer.
Well, we do need a Tony Storm match at World's End, so probably that's what's going to happen.
Something's got to happen, and you got to use some of the stars that you have available, and you got to keep it fresh and keep rotating people in. And speaking of another woman too, let's give some props to Deanna. She took home that pure ROH title.
Also a solid match. To be honest, I'm not into that much of the Pure Rules stuff. This is the first time that I actually followed through and understood every single step of them, because I was watching and they did a great job. So I do appreciate that. I really enjoyed that match.
I just got a very fun message from Mr. Taylor.
Do you say that I'm right?
Is he on his way?
I am not going to die. It's not how Karrion Kross feels about Byron. We're okay.
I shall say I saw Shane Taylor the day that Matt Taven decided to pick me up from the crowd.
Well, he's welcome to be on the show. If he wants
I would love it.
He would be glad to come on and holler at us as long as we ain't on some bullshit like that.
I would love it if
never
he, first of all, if
in
he
our
came on a
place real
show,
fast.
it'd be great if he came on and we weren't doing the first 40 minutes talking about everything except wrestling.
What do you
although I
mean? That's the
enjoyed-
whole point
I
of the
enjoyed that
show.
today. But
I was gonna
I
say,
also
you gotta
would
remember,
love it if he
Byron,
just
I'd rather
walked-
talk about top 5 lists. That's
Well,
my thing.
top 5 things I want to happen right now. Shane Taylor walk into Justin's screen.
Oh,
and
yeah.
throw him into the bookcase behind him
Oh
live
wow,
on the
that would
show.
be amazing.
That would be
Thankfully, I
amazing.
believe he is at Collision
Atlanta.
right now.
He's on
Okay,
Atlanta.
okay.
I think he's at work. Let's not scare
Just-
me.
It's
Check the locks on your door.
Yo, I'm here to tell you,
Ding,
like
ding.
when that was Shane's dad and uncle in the video.
Oh,
And when
yeah?
those brothers came in those long dusters and like they rode in on motorcycles and shit, I was like, oh snap, these dudes are hard as hell. And then his
That was a
uncle
great
must
video.
have slammed me like 12 times on that hardwood thing for Danny to not even get an angle where you can see me getting slammed. I bumped for that dude, like with no question, because otherwise they were just going to throw me down anyway. Like, well, who am I kidding?
That reminds me, by the way, of my drop of the week. AEW
We are not there yet.
production.
What?
What?
Cameras and director, that show. Not a fan.
Byron,
Byron.
Byron, we have to talk
What?
about Cena and Gunther first.
Okay, before we
I don't care.
Justin,
Yes.
just missed the Golden Gloves. Man, if you had played this last week,
Yeah.
that nomination would have come in, I'm sure.
I know. Would have been there for me. All right.
Before we do that,
Let's talk about Red.
I okay, hold on. Before we do that, I sent, just because I just remember right now, I sent 2 promos that happened last week and this week. One is Braun Breaker. Braun break you. And the other one is oh my god, what's his name? Homeboy, Eddie Kingston.
Yes.
They're the same promo.
No, they're not.
They are the same promo. They're
No,
saying,
because one of them I really
want-
liked, and one of them I didn't like as much.
I love all of Eddie's. What I want to do is I want to put up a Braun Breaker promo on the screen and split screen it with Meefloaf, and I want to watch Meefloaf during the whole thing.
Can I say what I liked about the Braun promo though?
No.
I don't think we
Move
have
on,
enough
Red
time
Velvet.
for a half of a second.
Okay, we'll talk about Red first. So, I'd love to get Red on the show if she ever has the time. Now that she's got her belt back, she might be a little more busier. But I'm so you see something like that, and I'm like, I immediately said, okay, now what? Can they give her some more cool stuff? She was doing great stuff in Mexico with the run, but it's like my immediate, well, fuck, who else can she do that with? Like, can we get a good Billy Starks feud going on? Like, who does she feud with? Who do you see? Maybe like Trisha Dora. Maybe if they bring in some of these other girls, Maya World or somebody, like who would be good for Red to mix it up with? Or should she start mixing it up with the girls on the main roster? Should she be mixing it up with the, Tekla or whoever, isn't in another program up on the AEW roster? Is that possible? Like, what do you guys see as the next thing that would be cool for her in your mind?
Well, now that the tag team tournament is over, and that's another concern, right? Because we need to figure out what
It frees up a lot of dance partners.
It does. But also we need to figure out how the tag team division is going to stay solid. So also we need to figure out who's going to stay a tag team, right? But I think it does bring a lot of, free people that after this win, it elevates that championship a lot too. So it is a price to get, and it does become a target. So Red is now a target for other women trying to get, because if they beat her, they are beating the person that beat Mercedes. And let's talk about this. She is probably the only person that has defeated her in a non-AEW Women's World Championship match. So this is a rarity. She is up there in the class right now. That's what I'm saying.
Well, she's the first one to take one of these belts.
Exactly. So, but
That's
also
a big deal. And this is another reason why I'm hoping like that there's a good plan now before Mercedes has to drop another one, and Red's status is not as novel, even though she'll always be the first to do it.
yes.
Eventually there'll probably be 13 more who have done it. So
if I was in Red's position, I'll say I'm the one who broke her. If she starts sliding and losing all these belts, she's the one that. So you can claim that part. That's the interesting thing here. That you can even if it becomes a common occurrence now.
I started the slide.
I started the slide. And to your point that of the run in Mexico, I saw her like gel so well in Mexico City, especially during the weekend that we were there. Bring those women up to the States, have her have matches against them, elevate them. Of course, do it on Collision, please. If you had Bandido be on AEW television, you can have Red Velvet on Collision at least. But of course, ROH will always be a good destination to build something as well. And that was my point earlier, that I wanted to matter more. But that's what I think it can happen. I think that they should create a what's it called, a foreign exchange wrestling program,
right?
and bring the women from CMLL to the States so that we can see who else. Like, of course, like Persephone doesn't really count because she is from El Paso, Texas. So, but she is great, and that's what I think. But all the other CMLL women, I think that you can bring them up over here and have great program with them.
Bro,
that's my take on that.
That match with Persephone and Athena too. Like, wow. Like, this was the other thing that I really felt about that was body types matter for the type of match you're going to get. You put Kevin Nash against Rey Mysterio, you're going to get a certain thing. Persephone and Athena were a great match for each other because you got some of the Hoss moves that you're not seeing in a lot of matches with Athena, because she's super powerful, but she's not as tall. Persephone is a little bit taller, but it was perfect kind of matchup. And I felt the same thing about Red and Mercedes. That what was like, damn. So that's what Mercedes has needed this whole time. She needs a smaller opponent so that she can do certain moves and look powerful and look more impactful. And the cell looked, more reasonable on both sides because they have a stature that matches up well, and they were able to get up on those ropes and do things that wouldn't have happened if they were either taller or heavier. They would not have had those high spots, guys. Like
some of those high spots, the landing on some of the high spots was amazing, and at the same time a little bit insane. Like a couple of times, and then
the weight changes the rotation on those moves too, and so you have to have it. And it's also, those aren't moves that you practice a whole heck of a lot ahead of time because they're big bumps. So you maybe run it once or twice, or you talk it through. It's not like they had.
If you practice them, you might not get to do them
correct
in the actual,
so they probably got up on the ropes and they probably worked through it a little bit, but that's probably it, and so I was real impressed. Like, you see moves like that and like, damn, did they go out to LA to where Mercedes practices and like work some of this stuff out? Probably not. Red just came off the DL like 2 weeks before this. Like, she's barely healthy.
Yeah, but when we had her on a podcast that we were starting with her on Thunder Rosa's channel, go and check it out. It did seem like she had something like, it did not breathe that much out, but it did seem like she had something to prove. It did seem like, and then next day or very same day, she lost the title.
Right.
So comes around ROH, and it was a great match. She's so athletic, she's so good. This was, I think, the culmination of all her experience as a wrestler, and also Mercedes doing her part. It's just
well, and here's the good news.
I was shocked. Remember,
it's 1-1 now.
Yeah,
it's 1-1.
Yeah,
so
it is.
And I don't want them to do a rubber match anytime soon. Like I want them
let it breathe.
leave it, let it breathe, but let us always know that it's 1-1. Red got the last one. So down the line, when they need something to do with Mercedes, that's a pay-per-view.
That's a pay-per-view
easy
match.
pay-per-view.
Because this was a pay-per-view match. It is in ROH. We already talked about this. We're not gonna go back to it. But it is a pay-per-view match on AEW.
Yes.
Because I took the belt from you.
Correct.
Run
and
it,
now,
Tony.
And now
Tony
it can just be a blood feud, grudge match, whatever. It doesn't even need a belt for it the next time. It can be something for Mercedes to do later. Brent's a fan. You should be. Red's awesome. Okay, so Gunther is Cena's last opponent. Tony's not happy about this. Dom had his moment though. Dom got exactly what you wanted. You're not happy with
No, yeah,
Gunther?
I got what I wanted. It's just oh my god, Meef, you okay?
The problem is it's been so telegraphed, hasn't it?
It's a little bit. I don't know, guys. I'm not excited. I got family coming in from the States. I don't know. You know, like I don't necessarily feel it's not the same thing. Don't get me wrong. Don't because I will get killed on the reel on Instagram. It is not the same thing as Baron Corbin, but it's a little bit like it.
Wow, you think Gunther is in the same category?
No,
as
I
Baron
did not
Corbin?
say that. That's my point. I did not say that. I said it is the kind of the same.
Tony Allen thinks that Gunther is in the same category as Baron Corbin.
Whatever. I'm the one who cuts the reels. So I'm not gonna.
Whatever. I want to do a cooking show, a barbecue cooking show with Baron Corbin. That dude knows his barbecue.
Yeah, Kansas City. Love the guy.
I don't care about his wrestling. I want to eat barbecue with Baron.
You're not understanding my point. It is not that I don't like Baron Corbin as a performer. It is not that I don't like Gunther.
You're talking about the reaction that Baron got.
And then what
I think it might do him even like a
disservice?
What's it called? A disservice eventually. Yes, you didn't think like that about Baron Corbin, and now he's not even on the company anymore. That is my point of this. I don't see how this elevates anyone instead of just going away.
I mean, how do you not see how this elevates Gunther? This is the perfect logical place for Gunther to go next. This makes perfect sense to me. If it wasn't going to be Joe Hendry, I wanted it to be Gunther.
But that's my point. That should have been. That would have made more sense to me.
Oh God, James! First of all, you guys got to listen to James' show, Mark Out Mania, on Saturday mornings on YouTube. But I don't know, man. If Cena goes over, I'm with you. Like, do you guys think that Cena should win this match against?
I don't think he should, but there's a possibility.
No, I do think he should win.
No, it's not AEW. They're not going to give him a good send off.
What do you know? What do you mean? Of course not. They already put him with Gunther, so now give him the win.
Yeah. Also, just thinking, there's going to be a certain somebody there. America needs to win. Just saying, defeating the Europeans.
Oh my God! You actually make an excellent point. You do make an excellent point.
That Trump's going to show up because it's in
that
DC?
America won World War II. Yes, that happened.
Yeah.
No. I mean, look, Trump shows up at UFC events,
and he's an Austrian.
Oh yeah, he might be. He will be there.
He might. I mean, if he wants to be out in front of the people, it's not a bad place to go to.
Well, also it will be a greater moment.
And I agree with this, CC. I believe that.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that people haven't understood about this whole run is just how much of it is what John Cena wanted to do. Like, I was so happy when he turned heel because I knew that he was going to be having fun with that idea. I knew that was something that John wanted to do. John wanted to turn heel just so he could cut that one promo, kind of thumb his nose at everybody for fucking with him through his whole career, but then give back to people. Like,
did you see the highlight clips from Chris Van Vliet
about
putting together the WrestleMania match?
He was kind of mad.
Was basically bollocks, and they just did it as a joke. Like, they did it at last minute and had no planning put into it.
That's not what he said, Meef. He said he said that the plan changed and that he doesn't care, but he did get heated a little bit because they keep asking him. It doesn't matter. Like, no, it does matter, man. This is what we like to watch. It's very important for us. Like, that was my only thing. Like, look at we're talking about it. So
it does matter that Travis Scott was put in that position, which he never should have been.
Didn't he kill people at his concert?
Yes. To put it succinctly, yes. People have died. He kept performing. He got a bad rap and semi-canceled for it, but then also somehow uncanceled for it. So
I mean,
and now he's semi-canceled again.
WWE, so
making too much money.
Literally
and
anything and go there.
Sure, the next time he throws some giant mega concert event in an area of the world where there's not enough fun stuff for people to do, they'll all come again and people will die again.
Speaking of that, Justin, did you see Ja Rule calling out 50 Cent?
Ja Rule is now he's mad about the Diddy stuff.
Yeah, he got upset because 50 Cent was a rat and tried to take down a sex pest. I mean, that's definitely not the hill to die on, but there we go.
I mean, look, all those guys are kind of morons, to be honest. Like, just
I want to be clear. If you're listening to the audio channel, the audio version of this, my name is Byron, and I am not the one calling all those rapper guys morons. I just want to be clear.
Just Suge Knight. He only has a problem with Suge Knight.
Fucking hell, that's Byron done.
Oh my God, Byron, you do look a little bit like Vanilla Ice. Might hang you from our.
No, I don't. I do not look like Rob.
Yeah,
I know Rob. I don't look.
Just
like
go Ninja.
No, he's just
go
Vanilla.
Ninja, go. You'll say that. Go Ninja.
Say Ninja,
go, Ninja.
Byron. Say Ninja. Real fast.
3 times.
I know what the word is used for.
It's like Candyman. Just keep saying it.
First, I'm
Byron. Go Ninja. Go Ninja. Go.
If I start saying ninja all the time, I'm flirting with danger on 2 fronts.
No, it's gonna be okay, right?
No. There's only one front. It's just the Wu-Tang.
I mean, I took a lot of karate and stuff. So does that make me your ninja?
Other things make you my ninja.
Oh God. What makes him your ninja?
Oh wow, I'm gonna cut.
You guys wouldn't get it. We lived together on the mountain for a while.
First thing in the morning. This is the real. Oh God.
Outlaw says, "Bang bang." Oh, good stuff. Good
stuff.
Times.
Wait, what were we talking about? Oh,
Gunther. Is Gunther
who goes over?
Who goes over? I gotta say, I will be very upset if Cena goes over on Gunther. I think that Cena needs to lay down. He needs to put over this guy who is seen as a very credible heel. And I like what Gunther brings to wrestling as a heel that isn't always just dirty tricks or whatever. He's just menacing. He's just mean. He's just not nice. And
I don't know.
I like him as that kind of heel and that kind of presence in WWE. He's not Brock Lesnar. He's not the super monster. You've got a fair shot against the guy. He is somewhat honorable, but he's just mean. He's menacing.
I will definitely
at least half of the things I'm about to say will happen. All right.
I will definitely go mild on this.
Will happen. John Cena's going to come out with a bald eagle, a gold eagle, every eagle available. There's going to be an American flag draped everywhere. There's going to be fireworks. And then
You're saying it's like it's bad.
John Cena's going to come down to the ring and beat Gunther in 3 seconds. And then he's going to stand there as, Donald Trump fillets him. So, yeah.
That's really how you think it's going to go down?
I genuinely think John Cena's going to go in there, squash Gunther. And it's going to be America. There's going to be an eagle with machine guns, like a skull, because that's the most American thing ever.
This is what I agree with. I agree with James.
Yeah. I think in the WWE world, Gunther goes over.
Okay. So listen to me right now.
Go for it, Tony.
Okay.
Go, Tony.
That is exactly the point. That's what I'm saying. I will definitely go mild because Cena is going to have his moment. Can you put that comment back in, please?
Which one? This one?
Yeah, Cena is gonna have his moment post match.
Yes.
Gunther should go over, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
It's
by
a
the time the
match
20-minute
that doesn't
celebration is
fucking
done,
matter.
by the time the 20-minute celebration is done, it's fine.
Oh, the other problem is that John
Brent
Cena
agrees with Meef.
lost his last match before this. If he'd won, he goes in and okay, he's losing, but it's like okay, there's him going like just losing.
But
It's
that's
like,
wrestling sainthood. If he puts over
I
two
agree that
up-and-coming heels,
he should. Yeah, but then Dom should have been his last match.
no. But if he puts over both of them and no one's expecting it, that makes him the saint of all saints of wrestling. He put over both the guys. He found a way to make everybody.
But what was the storyline prior to John Cena coming back? Was that John Cena was losing and losing and losing.
Yeah, and that's the way it should have been.
It's just but that's the way.
You don't bring John Cena back after 10 years of winning to keep winning more. You brought him back to try to help make Bray Wyatt bigger. You brought him back to try to make Austin Theory, even though that was a bad idea.
Exactly.
And I like Austin, by the way.
They've mishandled so much of him, basically, and like.
But who is it mishandling to? It's mishandling to us hardcore fans, but it's not mishandling to casual fans. It worked perfectly. It worked perfectly. They weren't the ones chanting "You can't wrestle." That wasn't the casuals.
If you want Gunther to have some kind of rub from beating John Cena needs to be at the top of his game. Even though he's retiring, he needs to still be John Cena, Super Cena, to some degree. Having him lose to the Judgment Day.
So again, he's gonna go 3-0. Is that it? He lost his 3. Oh, you remember John Cena? Yeah, he's way out. He lost 3 times.
But I think part of Cena's retirement is that he's done. He's old. We're going to see AJ Styles do this.
You cannot say
Cena
that
talked
word.
about this recently. He's old. Like,
Yeah, Jesus Christ,
his body hurts.
I mean, Byron can smell his own people. They do smell a piss.
No.
He's your age, Byron.
For a professional wrestler, he's getting to the point where
Byron's got a piss sack.
It's going to come up soon where he can't deliver. This is what he said. So he wants to go out while he still is the Cena that you remember. But conversely, I think there's a lot of ego that's shed. And he's going to want to say that John Cena
is younger than me. You son of a bitch.
No. I get it.
But
he's doing the right thing.
He's
doing the right thing and losing in his last match, etc., etc. But what I'm saying to you is, if you want his last match to equal him going out and putting Gunther over to the level that you want to, that means something. And as Tony put, like the Baron Corbin thing, where Baron Corbin beats Kurt Angle, and then within 2 months they let him go. I'm not saying that's going to happen to Gunther, but what I'm saying is it's the same thing. If you want,
you don't know that for sure.
If you want the impact, and the actual, you want to get the full juice out of the fucking steak. You cook it right, and basically they've burnt the fuck out of it. It's rubbery. You wouldn't even feed it to a dog.
Well, there's not enough time to cook anything right with him only having a certain amount of appearances left, and the fact
you've had 2 years.
Wasted half of it on the heel turn part that didn't work.
You've had so long to plan it, and you can plan these things in advance because it's a backstop. Once it's a big show, big story on the show, it's actually a secondary, or it's something you can plan way in advance, weekly, as you're going along in advance. You had a whole year before you get to the beginning of it, so you can plan it all out. And obviously things do change, but at the same time, if you get the main cornerstones in it, but like I said, losing, was it three losses at the end? It's just, it takes away the impact of Gunther's win. If Cena's somehow, even if he still had the championship.
Ooh, that word is troublesome. Groomed. No, Gunther should beat the living hell out of Cena.
Yeah.
Be terrible to him, drag him, call him names, beat on him, whatever. And then Super Cena comes in, beats him 1, 2, 3, and we're all happy for the rest of our lives.
What names should he call him?
Gunther.
No, Byron.
That's what you need.
All right,
you don't need
pops and drops. Byron, what's your pop? Give me your pop, Byron.
Can we take breaks? Can we all go like
piss break?
I have a drop.
Okay, what's your drop, Byron?
My drop is the camera work, it's the direction and some of the camera work on the AEW live wrestling television show.
Why
I
would you
think it's
say
not
something
good.
like that?
I say it every week because I watch it every week,
Say it
and
every week.
I would like to see what's happening. Like they do this thing where like the director has to make cuts, and so if something's
the director?
happening in the ring and it takes a beat longer, then the director has to cut away to a different camera, and you miss the thing that happens. So like we miss like
Okay.
there's a bunch of people fighting, and we see two people in the ring today run at each other. Right before they hit each other, we cut to a guy lying down doing nothing. And then we cut back to the ring, and now there's two guys lying down. What happened? Who we'll never know. So it's stuff like that. Stuff like Okada was coming out to the ring. Okada, there's a lot of money spent on the talent. There's a lot of money spent for his lighting, a lot of money spent on his pyro that happens. He comes out, does his thing. When the pyro happens, they have the front shot where you see Okada and you see the big money pyro, and it will look cool. And right before it happens, they cut to a profiler behind the pyro shot where you just see kind of like a mess of pyro, some of the part of the stage that you don't want to see, and you don't see anything. It's an ugly shot. It's the jibs should not have been there. And it was a dumb idea to go there. And then he cut from there to a close-up on Okada. Guess what? You still don't see the money you're blowing up right now. And then you cut to the white shot and the pyro's gone. What the hell? This is not what's going to happen. This is a pre-planned show sequence of events.
Answer this
All you have to
question.
do is keep the camera pointed in one direction and not move, not cut around to different things. It's dumb. It's bad. And then there were other things like
Wait,
Swerve and
Rebecca wants to
Hangman
know if you would rather hire Kevin Dunn.
I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying, first of all, the AEW doesn't have the budget for his two fucking front teeth. Okay? And second of all, I'm saying less cuts. Make it more like New Japan's programming, if anything. But
So
if
they're
you-
over editing live. That's what you're saying.
They've got Michael Bay running there.
And
Yeah,
mis-editing.
Yeah, the live direction where
Live
you
direction.
switch, where you're choosing your cameras
Switcher,
and
yeah.
stuff. The director of the show is bad.
Who is
And
Do they
then,
have one?
Yeah, they do have one, and you have
okay.
to. It's a weird job. I've done it for live kickboxing. It's very difficult because what you have to do is you have to say, okay, ready camera one, which means that you're going to go to that camera soon. You tell them what the shot is that you want. So you say, camera one, zoom in on opponent one, blah, blah, blah. All right, ready camera one, take one. And then that means when you say take one, that's the shot they switch to. So literally you have a director sitting there watching every camera angle at once, and he's supposed to intuitively understand wrestling enough to be able to feel when the transitions are happening. Also, production meetings are supposed to tell you, like, oh, hey, when this guy does the Adam Cole Bebe thing, we go to this wide shot here. Like, you're supposed to say that things in the production meeting, and then the director says, okay, and he makes a note, and then when he's in there, okay, ready camera 3 for the big wide shot. Here we go. Pyro comes and take 3. And then camera 3 cuts, and then you see the big blah, 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 blah.
That's
it's not
my
that
point,
complicated.
though. This isn't the part where they're in the ring doing stuff and you're trying, like, you know what's going to happen, but you're trying to keep up doing the show. This is Okada walking out and standing in one spot that you do every single since he's been hired, and you blocked it out. This is a pre-planned sequence. So you should have these things. You have all the specific shots. They had Okada shots where they do the 360 thing. That's kind of cool. But why would you miss the pyro? And then there was another thing mid-match with Swerve and Hangman where they were doing a bit where they stare at each other, and then
you
they
say
turned.
It was a K-drama moment.
I said it was a K-drama moment because they stared at each other for about a half hour, like in K-dramas, and you have the music playing. You're like, oh, these two people, are they realizing that they
Novelas
like
did
each
it
other?
first, by the way. Telenovelas did it first.
What do you do with your fingers around your eyes when we talk about K-dramas?
I'm getting old, like you.
So so they did a whole
your
thing.
kind of white. I'm the Mexican kind, so I can do stuff like that.
So they did a whole thing, and like the camera, they used the wrong angles, and there was a story that they were trying to tell in the ring, and the cameras and the direction completely no-sold it. They missed it. They messed it up. It's just you need the storytelling to hit on many different levels on a TV wrestling show.
You need everybody to actually know what the fuck's going on. Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to be competent at it. Like, look, it is hard. And when I was doing the kickboxing stuff, it's difficult because guess what? The difference is you don't know where in the ring they're going to move to. In a wrestling match, it's kind of laid out. You don't know all of it, and a lot of it you want to just react like it's real sports, but you probably know the finish. You probably know what's going to happen at the end. You probably know some of the high spots. And those are the things
you should know the wrestlers' moves.
Right. And if those things are things you don't know, like, and maybe the first couple times, but this show is on 52 weeks a year, and between Collision and Dynamite, that's 104 episodes per year.
NRH.
Yeah.
Somebody has to by now understand
some knowledge.
It doesn't make sense for it to be happening every week. Like WWE was having some of those problems at first when they switched some things up in Netflix. And guess what? Those problems lasted 4 weeks. And maybe they make some bad style choices, but they're not like wholesale every week missing major moments. Come on, remember that dive that Kenny did off the scaffolding?
Yeah.
With Will Ospreay? Like, what are we doing? People are risking their lives and we're missing the shot to the point where
that's
we have
what I'm saying.
Fan footage on the internet? What are we
like
doing?
With the pyro, how much money do you have in that moment doing a backflip off of something they shouldn't do a backflip off of? And you have that much money risking an injury or anything like that, and then you don't even get a shot of it. You don't monetize it.
So no, yeah, like, I gotta agree with Byron here. With Byron, it is a waste of budget every time they do this, especially for the pyro moment. You should have a preset button to press, and just like boom, that's gonna be the whole sequence. I mean, if you can do it on a video game, right? You already have a setup camera movement. You can do it. Just pressing a button. Crane camera moves backwards. Wide shot. It should not be done.
So my expertise here. I did college level media. I know that the great idea is to have all these things laid out so you actually know what's going to happen. So what a wrestler would I'd ask him to do is go, I'm going to give you this signal before I do this thing so that you know what shot to get. Like, when I do this thing, that's my cue for you to say, oh, he's going to go for his signature stamp, pose or whatever. It's really, really painful.
I think that's baked into wrestling though, because you have call and answer with fans. That's
what I'm saying. It's just a thing of like, surely they should be doing that with the production team. And the production team should have that information.
Yeah.
Like Tony was also saying that, like with the entrances, they do it every time. So therefore, it should just be preset. Right. This camera shot, this camera shot, this camera shot. It should just be already written out every single time because they just do the same entrance every show. And maybe they do like a big one on a pay-per-view, but still, it's like it's just preset. It's like, how hard is it to?
Yeah.
Is it a different guy every week? Like,
I think the Okada entrance to me is less of a mistake of doing the job in the moment and more bad decisions, bad choices. Like, I think all of that was on purpose, and that they were all the wrong choices to make shooting the entrance.
Also,
that's my job.
Who else has got a drop?
Specialized people in wrestling. You should have specialized people in wrestling.
Yeah.
If you come from somewhere else, might not be the right thing to do.
I will say this: Leeds United currently have a person who does in charge of analytics is someone who sold medicine. So he understands that.
I mean,
no, but they're
guy. You gotta respect it to learn it. And you gotta want to know the craft. Like,
no, he's fucking terrible, Justin.
I get it. I'm just saying, like, it's not always the case. There are some people that come from the outside and they learn, a thing, and then they learn to respect it. Like when I first moved into reality TV, I had never expected to work in reality TV, but I loved it. And so I became a student of the game, and I learned it from the people around me and respected the people who had been there longer and picked their brains, did the research, watched other stuff, figured out how to make it the right way, figured out how to innovate and make new stuff and do different things. There's no reason why these guys doing 102 episodes or 104 episodes a year or whatever aren't learning these things. It's like, okay, after the big spot, when the wrestlers need to talk to each other in the ring, is not the time to zoom in for the close-up.
Yeah, but here's the thing: we've made all these complaints, we've pointed all these things out, which are, some of them might be nitpicking because we're in the know or we're looking for it, and a lot of it is just it's just not good TV choice. It's not good choices in making a TV show. But the thing is, their guy was like the number 2 to Kevin Dunn. I don't know if he's directing or if he's the boss of the director or
he's
what.
not directing. He's not in the truck.
But the Mansuri guy, the guy who's supposed to be in charge of all of this, he was like the number 2 to Kevin Dunn, and then he left because Dunn wasn't going to retire. And then it was a big deal. The only thing that
changed, but at the same time, Dunn was never going to be like, okay, I'm leaving.
Yeah, the only thing that retired Dunn was when the Brock news came out, and he was like, I'm gonna bounce before my name becomes relevant.
Bingo.
Smart guy. But they have someone who should be in charge of that, who should know what's going on. He should
know how to hire somebody that knows what's going on, one or the other.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, and I always go back to, but for a very long time we had a monopoly in Mexico for anything broadcast, and then another company came in, and for a long time they had they still do have the best broadcast duo, like the sportscasters are the best, right? The commentators are the best, but their transmissions were really, really bad for a long time. I don't know if it was because they had really old cameras, but it always looked less illuminated, like dim for some reason. So they eventually grew out of that, and now they are amazing, and nobody watches the original Monopoly anymore. You got a little something there, bro. Just thank you. So this is the opportunity. If AEW can break away from these issues that do bother a lot of people, especially, it bothers us a lot because we know this. And
but anything that takes any fan out of the moment is not good. It's that simple.
But it is a problem. It is a problem, and it is being pointed out by other people.
Yeah, we're
not the only ones. So if they can work, yes, go ahead.
So I was going to say the big example I would give is the WWE example, but every single human who watched AJ Styles come out at Royal Rumble when they missed the shot, everybody had a problem with that. Everybody had a problem with it.
Because
not just
that's what
people in
popped
TV.
you up.
Exactly. So when you do these things, whilst we're more TV minded.
It's actually can kill the character. It can kill the wrestlers. Imagine if you do the baby thing and then they don't do this. Oh my God! I will immediately think that they're doing something to fuck his.
No, it happens every once in a while.
There was a reveal recently, wasn't there? They did a reveal on, I want to say it was WWE or something, and they botched the.
Oh yeah, I remember, and I pointed this out to Justin. We were doing it live because they fucked up Nana's. Now Nana, it's in the dark with the coffee cup,
right?
And then they zoom in and they do the spotlight. The first thing they did it on the pay-per-view, they had to redo it like it didn't happen. Because they ran in and the spotlight did not light up, and they reset it live, and they just did it again. I don't know.
He did his line twice.
What you got to do, which is fine. which is fine, and that's what you're supposed to do. But it's still like, oh, didn't you guys go through this? What's the deal?
And it was okay, and we let it slide because we wanted to see the
and it's a new, but at least that's a new thing.
That okay, yeah, good, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
at
I'm
least
sure
that was clearly something that they tried to work out that day. I'm sure Mansuri's team was running around like crazy trying to get all the production stuff together to make this new entrance happen.
Which was always a long show, so you had a lot to run through.
Right. I mean, it was a lot, and those guys. And it's the one thing I will say for this production team. The stuff that they put together, especially for pay-per-views, has been amazing. Yeah. Like these guys come up with a brand new set for every pay-per-view and like rebuild the whole stage. And usually there's a show the day before, so they have to take all the parts apart and rebuild that whole screen, rebuild the stage, do a whole different thing for the pay-per-view. And I've thought that throughout this whole year, some of those have been phenomenal since they started doing that. I was talking to Byron earlier. I hate the double tunnel thing. I think when they first came with the big screen for Collision, the solid big screen, and like all those entrances that we were loving with like Julia Hart and House of Black and Thunder's
Danny
Garcia's even, when Orange first changed his to the one firework thing, when he switched the music, they were great and they were working so well. And then they went back to the dual tunnels and I was just like, oh, this is stupid. I hate this.
It doesn't do anything for me, the double tunnel thing.
And I don't know who's face or heel half the time anyway. They get everyone flip-flops so much in AEW that it doesn't like, do people even remember what tunnel they're supposed to come out of? People come out of the wrong tunnel all the time.
Anyway, it's been used in a few spots really well. I think like when Hangman came out for the win against Moxley, he finally came out out of the face tunnel. And they did the whole thing where like the camera was waiting for him on the heel tunnel and it had to run over to him to like reinforce the point. He's accepting himself as a good guy now. It has some uses. It's been used as a device a few times.
I get it. I mean, there's something to it, but it's not enough to me. I like the bigger entrances. I think the fact that you can make an entire character like Julia Hart based on just how dope that entrance was. Like, you want to give Mansuri credit for something? He made Julia Hart. He made that whole character with that entrance, just like Skip Chasen made Penta with that crazy weird vignette and the arm breaking idea. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes somebody in production will do something for a wrestler that just puts that wrestler in a different light. Like Jeremy Borash doing the delete with Matt Hardy. Like iconic moments, takes both of those people. Mansuri, Julia Hart, I'll give it to him. But like going back to the double tunnels, you're not getting that. Nobody's entrance has impressed me at all since they went back to the double tunnels. All right, who else has got a drop? Somebody got a drop for me?
I have a drop. Hey, AEW is ending.
No, stop. That's my pop for later. That's the end of the show. Byron, don't ruin the end of the show.
I don't know if I have a
Bron Breakker promo, Tony.
Well, yeah.
I knew one of you guys was going to get to that.
Well, it's not so much the promo, it's the guy.
Yeah.
He is a drop.
Why would you let him have a live microphone without, like...
I did not even get Logan Paul to run his hand. I was losing my mind over the fact that he used the same promo as Eddie Kingston. So after that happened, I was like, wait, what? Because I had it on the background. I wasn't watching it because, I don't... But... then I heard those, and then somebody pointed out to me, thank you, Daniel. I was like, wait a minute, yeah, that is the same promos last week. Either you were okay. So there's two things that could have happened here. Either they watched Eddie Kingston and he was like, oh my God, I'm gonna use it, or nobody has the time to go and write something original. It's like, I don't know, man. I know everybody wants...
both of those promos were kind of wrestling 101, but yes, I like Bron Breakker.
Yes, we got that part. I don't know why, but you guys love that guy.
I like it.
You guys, hold on.
I like the nervous energy.
Okay, I'm sorry, Byron. I'm sorry.
I liked how he was kind of nervous. Like, here's the thing I say about Bron Breakker. There are certain guys in wrestling, and Byron knows this, that I have a problem with. Not even saying I could beat these guys up, but I might test them. I might
Zack
try.
Sabre Jr. is a legitimate champion.
But that's not my point. My point is, if I saw Zack Sabre Jr. in the street and he smarted off to me, I would probably try to slap him. Now, I might get my ass kicked. I'm not debating that. But I would try him.
Yeah.
I would not try Braun Breaker. I might even try Bronson Reed. I'm crazy.
No.
I look at a guy
Braun
like,
Breaker, you kick him straight in the nuts.
but see, I see a dude like Braun Breaker, and I'm like, oh, I know this asshole. I've seen this dude in the bar. I've seen him at Daytona Beach and spring break. Like, I know this asshole. This guy is gonna fuck somebody up. He's hyped up on something. He's insane. He's a D1 wrestler or some crap, and he's not okay in the head. And when I see Braun Breaker out there, I believe that.
I see Braun Breaker as a mouthy little fuck at school who mouths off, and then one day the kid who has issues, who he bullies, fucking knocks him out and beats the living shit into him, and he pisses himself.
Yes,
that's what I see when I see Braun Breaker.
That's exactly what you want the goal to be.
Here's the book on Braun Breaker that everyone needs to understand. Both his parents, the Steiner brothers, had the most innovative and best wrestling moves. They're one of the best tag teams in the whole world.
Wait,
this
so he's
fucking guy does a
them?
goddamn spear.
Yeah.
Where did
Well,
all
the
that
best
talent
spear ever.
go? He
Into his
doesn't do the
tab.
screwdriver. He doesn't do the bulldog. He doesn't do anything cool in the ring. That
He
his
does a Frankenstein.
does he?
I mean,
Yeah,
he does a flop
Frankensteiner.
back. He does a flop backwards, and someone throws himself, and he doesn't hook his legs. But yeah,
I like
He
when
does-
some people do the poison rana. They get up there and then they do they throw themselves back, and you can tell the timing's a little bit off, and the other person has to like visibly do the jump.
Yep.
And
I have
it's
to read
Braun
fun.
Breaker.
Rebecca's comment.
Yeah.
Rebecca says that he's the kid from back in the day who drove up in the vet and peaked in college. But I'm saying I don't disagree with that.
he still
but I
wears
see
his
it
varsity
like-
jacket.
He did
Did
not
you see
graduate
that
from college,
ridiculous
though.
nervous energy that he had given the promo? He looked like not okay.
Is that when he calls someone a
I
crackhead?
don't care. Do something cool.
Be cool.
But
Do
but
something
does he
cool
have
that
to be cool?
Scott and Rick were heels and faces,
is
but they were always badass in the ring.
in that moment, his true nature or true character, true person comes out a little bit. Is what I would say when he starts throwing crackhead at somebody. It's his.
Now,
It's
let's say
it's a part of the character of the human that we basically second guess.
let's say for a second he is Rocky Maivia, right? He's Rocky before The Rock.
Okay.
Right.
All right, let's see. Where is The Rock? Where is that transformation for him? Because he is not the guy in blue tights and like the Hawaiian thing, Samoan thing, whatever.
Right.
He's not that guy. He's already hard and like, "Ugh." And do you think from that he's gonna become a talker like the?
He's
I don't
Goldberg.
see that.
He's
I
Goldberg.
don't.
basically.
Well,
He's Goldberg. Like, he does not have the charisma.
Wait, is it Brock
No,
Lesnar?
he isn't.
Goldberg.
Goldberg, first of all, had a better spear before
No.
everyone else started doing it.
Byron,
But
what I
two,
mean is he's
had the
dropped in.
jackhammer.
He's dropped it in. He's just dropped in as look, he's the badass.
Yeah, but-
yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no.
Say
There's
Goldberg
no.
still did cool stuff in the ring. He did the warrior like press slams and
I mean,
everything.
did Goldberg do anything cool in the ring?
Yeah, he did some cool
I
stuff.
mean, he ended Bret Hart.
And in the end,
career, I
he
Chair shot
just
from
he was-
the parka and then like killed him.
Yeah.
yeah. The Stern time it's still used a little bit, but not in WWE.
Correct.
They're scared.
Like I get nepotism in wrestling.
Yeah.
Like I get it. It's fine. We need this breed of DNA. Like the more
And it doesn't always work, by the way.
I
Nepotism
know.
doesn't always get
Well,
you to
it's
the
not
next level.
working right now. That's my point, Justin.
Do something
It is not
cool.
working with him. It is
So you
not.
don't like Lexus King? Is that what you're saying?
Oh god.
He's let's put him back in the Mormon wives conversation.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
God.
that's
Wow. Just
the type of entertainment. Good for him, but
Good for
he's
him.
You know what? You know what?
You did that.
Was that Brian Pillman Jr.? Is that?
Lexus
Okay.
King. Brian Pillman
Yeah,
Jr.
yeah. I like him a lot better.
I like him. I like
As
him in WWE.
As a in WWE, as a person, I think he has more of an actual kind soul, if I will use a word. Yeah. These other kids, like he ripped. Okay, so to your point, he ripped his shirt because his words caught up with him. And look, I've been in business meetings that are so important, and with people so that my heart starts racing because I know there's like a lot of money in the line, but I still do not rip my shirt up just to make a point because I have to be cool and I have to deliver my lines. Because I have to sell, and he did not sell me on the fucking on the match.
He clearly has room for improvement for you.
Did you see?
He needs a top rope DDT.
He needs
a top rope flying bulldog.
Byron, you're on a different point. You just want him to be cool in the ring. Tony wants him to be able to cut a promo. I enjoy his
him
stuff.
in Steiner.
You say he has room for improvement. He needs a 6 Sigma green belt to like.
I'm gonna give you £5 bet.
That's
£5 bet that he comes out wearing a Make America.
That's an engineering joke, by the way.
On Saturday.
That he comes out wearing what, Meef?
A Make America Great Again hat.
Would that be a good thing or a bad thing, Meef?
That would.
I mean, it would. His skin color would be more red than the hat. So.
Oh, here's my
First of all, I think I think you're talking about his dad right now, not him. He actually does not agree with his father's viewpoints on very many things.
Yeah, I don't know how. I wouldn't.
Oh, and don't get me wrong. I'm not against the guy himself. Like again, I'm not against the person because now that we're bringing family and politics.
Yeah,
I'm not against the guy. I just think that he doesn't do it for me, and especially Justin, he loves the guy, and I don't know why.
I like Braun Breaker. I really do.
Yes,
I'm entertained by it.
How is he a Steiner?
How is he part of that family?
He's not a Steiner. He's a breaker.
Political view.
Look, even Byron is not understanding nepotism.
But like, no, I get it. Like, you can make money off of next generation wrestlers based off of their parents' names and stuff. I get that, and plus there's talent and knowledge that's inherently passed
we've got
down.
Blue Demon Jr. You know,
Blue Demon Jr. is a perfect example.
I like what they're doing with Braun Breaker. You're not going to convince me otherwise. You ready for my drop of the week?
My pop of the week is Matt Jackson only putting Tanner on the front of his
I haven't
body.
even done my drop yet.
And then when he turns his back to the camera, you see the whole back is pale. It was hilarious. I saw that, Matt. I know you watched the show. I see what you're doing out there. I appreciate you.
Oh, man. Even Danielle does not like him.
Danielle is with me in this.
Okay, so which one was I doing? I was doing my drop of the week. My drop of the week
You're going to do your pop.
My pop is going to. You already did my pop, but I'm going to do it again when we get.
You already did your drop. We talked about Braun Breaker.
No, that's not my drop. I liked Braun Breaker.
Yeah, no, you said your drop is Braun Breaker.
My drop.
You keep making that joke.
I will edit this so that it sounds like my drop is Braun Breaker.
No, my drop is Ricky Saints as the masked man this week.
No, it was. I saw it was.
It was him, wasn't
it? And the other white guy. They're both taking turns doing it.
No,
Yeah.
Austin Theory was the first one, and
Yeah.
then it was Ricky Saints' opinion. You think it was Tez?
I thought it was Ricky on the day, but I read it was Montez Ford and Austin Theory.
No, everybody's just
They're
making this on
switching.
people's asses. This is the craziest thing.
no, mine was the posture. I like when his body movement was a little bit, and his
You
pop
don't look
was
at
a bit
people's
like
asses?
Montez.
But that
Well, my
You're
drop of the week is that they made it so obvious that it was not the same person from the first time. That's my drop.
So it is going to be
Grande Americana.
No, it's gonna be Seth Rollins when he comes back.
Seth Rollins when he comes back. It
Regardless.
could be. I mean, I
be
think
Chris
that's
Jericho.
the whole
It's gonna be
moral of the
hilarious.
story is that, but that's the cool thing. And here's the thing where I'll give WWE some credit. It's silly. And we've seen these things before, but WWE, let me put it to you this way. WWE has already executed this dumb mask thing better than Who Was the Devil MJF thing with Adam Cole. Like, it doesn't even, it could be like Austin Theory, but they've generated so much buzz around it already. So much speculation. They're making it fun to watch the show to try to figure it out, even though it's completely silly, but it's an old wrestling thing
I
and
think
it's completely working.
Byron's going to know what I'm thinking when I think of how the reveal's going to go. And it's going to be very early WCW. And
It's going to be
involve
like the
Ric Flair and
general
Sting.
manager reveal.
Sting and Ric Flair. Was it Black Scorpion or whatever the hell it was?
Right.
The Black Scorpion.
Yeah. It's going to be like, or it's going to be Shockmaster.
Or the leprechaun wrestler.
I mean, I can't wait till they do the reveal and it's like Otis or it's Big E or it's like some
That would be
completely
amazing.
different body type. It's better than the higher power.
The higher power.
Should have been Christopher Daniels.
What was the higher power?
See, but we all remember these things. We remember these silly reveal moment things.
Was it higher power the emails on the computer? Is that or am I going like too forward? Remember that when they would clink clink and they would the lights would dim a little bit, and the Phantom general manager.
Yeah.
That was another one that just like did they just fizzle that out? Like they didn't even tell to the end?
It'd be like Vince McMahon and the limousine that exploded. They just forgot it happened.
Oh, we forgot about everything.
Yeah. And Justin, to your point about that, these are things we remember. There are lots of things when I'm laying in bed trying to fall asleep at like 2 a.m. that I am remembering, and I would not call them
Henry's hand baby.
I would not call them good. Sometimes it's that I wouldn't call them good memories.
But I love that about wrestling. I want some of those cheesy, just fun things. I like this masked thing. I just think it's a drop that they made it so obvious that it was a different person. I wish they had disguised it a little bit better. I think they left the masked man out there a little too long this week, but maybe that was their point. Maybe they're having a laugh. Maybe it's a rib.
I think they're doing it to throw people off the scent of trying to guess, because they have done stuff where like it was like, here's the mystery women's wrestler that's gonna wrestle a match after the break, and you see enough to where if you follow her on Instagram, everyone on Twitter was like, oh, that's Xia Li. She's gonna be the one wrestling. Obviously.
Oh, because they do the Pokemon thing with
they did some sort of thing where basically everyone who follows Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon. I like saying Pokemon. Sounds better. That's how my niece says it. Anyway, they just show the silhouette.
They showed something, and you could see something of hers that if you even just log on to Instagram, you're going to be familiar with, and you're going to be able to identify her.
Oh, absolutely.
By the way, congratulations to her.
I follow her account very closely, so I would absolutely know.
Congratulations to her, though, on winning the Women's TNA Championship. That's a pop. Good for her.
That was awesome. That was actually one of the better moments of that show to me.
I do not watch TNA.
Oh, the Santana thing was just hurt my parts, man. I was just
we were correct about what happened there, aren't we?
I'm like that kid that does the recaps of like NFL games. They're like the Cleveland Browns. Yeah. I've sent it to you guys before. So every time you guys, that's what I'm saying. I don't watch TNA.
That's your thing.
Yeah, my thing.
All right. So you guys got some pops. What was good? What'd you guys like about the week?
Oh my god, I had once, but I forgot.
Leeds drew 3-3 with Liverpool.
Tigres going to the Tigres.
The Ducks tied the game against the Penguins with 0.1 second left in the game, and then they won in a shootout.
The Cleveland Browns look like a Super Bowl dynasty team, but we still lost by 2 points because our special teams sucks.
But that's just the Cleveland
Sanders had 4 touchdowns. He threw for 3 and ran for 1. He had like 400 something yards, and somehow we still lost. Like he had a better week than Dak Prescott, and we still lost.
I remember my pop.
Give it to me.
Okay, so my pop is actually Andrade's media tour. He is. I mean, again, I wouldn't have media prep. His media prep could be better. However,
maybe just a little,
just a tiny bit. However,
Can I ask this one question about Andrade to you guys? What is it that we're supposed to think that he got fired for at this time? I know why he actually did, but I mean, what does he think that we're supposed to think? Does he think that people don't know?
No, but that's the point. That is the point. This is why it's working, and that is what I was going with. As a PR agency, right? He's getting a lot of information out there every other day. It won't matter by next year, by January of next year. It will be like it will be like, man, that Andrade is cool, man. You know, like it won't even matter anymore. Whatever he did, yeah, we know. I mean, at least I think we all know. But
Right.
But the public in general won't care. But he's been everywhere, every podcast. I would have done.
No one's going to know exactly what happened because he's going to have 5 different stories.
Yep.
I would have done more media that is not specialized. Like I wouldn't do so much sports and wrestling.
Right.
But he is doing the right thing. He's staying relevant. He's everywhere. He's telling some stories that I thought were only for us. I mean, this story he just told on a really popular podcast. I heard it a year and a half ago. Oh my God, it's been 2 years almost. A year and a half ago. So yeah, I guess I can tell the story now. So, but in any case, that is my pop. He's doing great. Andrade, muy buen trabajo con tu tour de medios. Espero que sigas así y que te mantengas relevante, hermano. Yeah.
Who else has got a pop? Meef, do you have a real pop?
I said no. It's Leeds.
It's generally it's genuine.
It's Leeds. Yeah, it's Leeds.
Which
beat
Meef has
Chelsea,
talked about nonstop all week, so I get it.
That shit.
Byron, you already said yours, didn't you?
Beckett Seneke for Calder.
Great.
Rookie of the year.
They released a new mayonnaise. I was well excited for it.
I'm the least mayonnaise person in this room.
They've added a little bit more salt, and this time instead of using powdered black pepper, they're using freshly cracked.
Meefloaf, your entire culinary experience in your country is described by the word soggy.
I'm not gonna defend you. I had this conversation with Simon Miller earlier today. He's like, well, I was like, hey man, have you ever looked into like, cryolepsis, which is like, liposuction, but like less invasive. He's like, oh no, I'm old school, man. I just don't eat. And I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, but your food sucks balls. Like if you if you had Mexican, I mean, we have fucking pastor tacos and Tijuanitas. How's that fair? You guys have like, I don't know, pouch eggs and
oh god, don't.
Bread.
No. Hey,
I love you, Meef, but your food.
Crisp sandwiches, mate. That's what.
Every time I go to London, I come back. I weigh less. I lose some weight.
Just stop
I lose some weight.
It's
not even kidding. It's a fact. It's a fact. I have the data to prove it.
I'm gonna have to take Tony to eat food.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have like what's it called, Arabic food and Mediterranean, but British food does not do it.
So where I'm from, Tony, do you know when you cook a joint of meat?
Yes.
So you cook it off. We have a drip tray. You have a pan underneath, so like it collects all the kind of fat. Where I'm from, we let that solidify. We call it mucky fat, and that's what we put on toast. Yeah, that'll fatten you up. It tastes amazing.
I guess I have to go. I have to go somewhere else than London. So next time,
London's terrible. London, they do jelly deals and pie and mash. Yeah, like where I'm from, Yorkshire puddings. You ever Yorkshire puddings? That's where I'm from, Yorkshire. Yorkshire puddings are from Yorkshire. We also do a cake called parking, which is made from. Basically, it will kill you. It's oats. You put just oats. You cook it for like really slow heat. But basically, it's golden syrup, 200 milliliters of golden syrup, 200 grams of brown sugar, black treacle, 55 grams of black treacle. This is just make 1 bar of this stuff. And on top of that is golden syrup, black treacle. Oh, and 200 grams of butter.
Oh, butter. Gotta have that.
Yeah. So that's it's a Jamaican, like almost like a Jamaican ginger cake, but it's made with oats. And basically that stuff will
Well, the only thing that I like
hard.
that it's, and I don't know if I'm sure it is, but Beef Wellington.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
Tremendous wrestler.
Also, Kendall Mint Cake.
80s,
It's basically
80s,
a bar
80s
of like
wrestler.
sugar with mint in it, like over the top mint. And that.
Meef,
like,
why do you have a
they
thing
give
that's
people
called pudding, but it's really bread?
because it's to Byron. I don't think
There's
if you
bread
understand this
pudding,
thing,
and then there's
Byron,
pudding.
this thing called like brioche. Have you ever heard of it? It's
I know what
sweet
brioche
bread.
is.
Do you know
Brioche.
anything? Yeah. Do you know
Yeah, I
anything
know what
about
brioche
pan
bread
dolce?
is.
Yeah,
What?
pan dolce, Byron.
How do we
Dolce
get
is
You know
here
anything about sweet
again?
breads?
I think
Byron,
those
so, yeah.
It always
Bread
happens.
can be a pudding, Byron.
It always happens. It just
I think it's
happens.
my fault this time.
Pudding
but,
is
It
like
is. It is your
a
fault.
liquid, a thick liquid.
No. Oh,
All
fuck
right,
off.
so let me get to my pop of the week. Brian,
Please.
Byron, Byron.
I'm your
That guy,
pop of
he
the
already
week. That's so
ruined
Ooh,
sweet
no,
of you.
he ain't no Byron. Let me tell you that.
Byron.
He's
Hold
Tyrone.
on. Hold on. I could be.
Let me tell you something.
If
He
you give
ain't
me a
no
chance, I
Byron.
could be.
Well, that guy over there, he already ruined the pop of the week, but the pop of the week goes out to AEW on their final episode. RJ City, one of the most brilliant minds in all of wrestling. Don't care what anybody says. The dude has always been funny. He's weird as hell. You'll never know what direction he's coming from, but he's fast. He's witty. He is Ethel Merman in heel somehow. Don't understand it, but
Well, he
all-
literally, I think, has dressed like that. I'm sure.
All words that can't be used to describe Byron.
Maybe. And okay, Daniel, you might be right about this one. The pop of,
We'll talk about that
of
one.
Mexico was having Bad Bunny watching CMLL. I wish they had gotten better photos, and I do find it interesting that they kind of put them on blast there.
No, but also, why would they put it on their official page?
Yeah.
Like CMLL's, like he got reported
He's a huge
first.
celebrity.
Yes, but they're trying to stir something up.
He's a
That's my point.
WWE wrestler. Doesn't he have an action
he?
figure?
He has a contract. That's even.
He's in the
like,
video
He's-
game.
He was in the video game.
He
Also,
has a
one of
WWE
his
contract.
guys had a Phantasma mask on, so I popped.
But that's what they all do. If you see someone in the crowd from a different company, you put them on TV.
Also, why would you go? I mean, I know you're Bad Bunny, but why would you go first row? I mean,
He wants.
I don't wanna say, but
I mean, but at the same time, I don't think it should be a problem. I think that wrestlers from other companies should be allowed to show up and watch the product.
You are
They're
correct.
Wrestlers that just let them go
you
watch
are
it.
correct.
Who cares?
Yeah, why would you have to be hiding? I think we had this problem with like Bailey before, right? Like,
Yeah, it's like Bailey's been at 5 different AEW shows. Everybody knows she was at the show. Can she not just sit in the crowd on the hard camera side and like
have
don't get a
friends.
shot of her?
these people are friends with each other. Like that it's an industry.
Yeah, it's like they know she's backstage. She everybody knows she's there. Like, let her come out and sit down and watch her
well,
friend
it's more
wrestle.
of a media problem than an actual.
Maybe, but also like
not being
you
funny.
don't have to get a shot of her. Like, can the companies respect each other? You know, like
Well, do you
there's
think
there's
AEW
wrestlers that I know that have gone to WrestleManias and SummerSlams from other companies that probably weren't supposed to be there. You know, but they bought a ticket and they would wear a COVID mask or whatever to go see wrestling, but they shouldn't have to.
Why would AEW actually? I was just saying this. That people think there's going to be an issue where AEW show Bailey on TV. Now, realistically, AEW going to show a shot of Bailey live on their product and go, "Oh, this is WWE wrestler Bailey." No, because you're not going to promote the other company, are you?
Well, yeah, you would, because you'd want people to think that she's there for a reason. And if you can sneak a shot, and if you've got the rights to do it because she bought the ticket or whatever, because that ticket, you give up your likeness, period. Now, if she came in through the back as a guest of AEW and then they put her on TV and they kind of rope her into it, then there's an issue there. But I'm just saying, like, I think it's stupid. Just let these people like enjoy the show. Like Bad Bunny supports Lucha Libre. That's awesome.
And besides, he was in Mexico enjoying wrestling. Was there a AAA show at the time? No, so he went to CMLL.
Yeah, so
he did a tourist thing.
He was doing the Airbnb experience.
Yeah.
Basically.
And he wore a mask to try to not be too obvious about it or whatever. Like, let the guy live. Let him live. But anyway, so back to my other pop of the week. It's really RJ City. Like, The final episode's great, by the way. Watch it. The Triple H spoof that he does is hilarious to me. Like, he's totally spoofing Triple H doing those entrances, and Eddie Kingston just like isn't getting any of it. And I think that was a genuine rib on Eddie, and he's still playing along because he knows that it's some kind of rib or some kind of RJ City thing, but I don't know that he entirely understood what that thing was. Yeah. So he's just kind of going along with it, and it's just so entertaining to me. Like, and so much of what RJ does is like that, where it doesn't all land, but man, it's just in this weird, like, I don't even know, Mr. Show type realm of humor where some of it's smart, some of it lands, some of it's obvious and dumb, but you know, and he writes a lot of that Tony Storm stuff that everybody loves, and clearly he writes for Harley Cameron because they have lots of working connections and simpatico there. And he did a lot of Mariah May stuff too. And, you know, he's even written a couple things for Thunder and some of the other girls. Like, he does a ton of writing backstage and a ton of producing, and people don't know or give him the credit for it that he deserves. The guy is smart, and the writing is funny, and it sucks that AEW is going away. Maybe it ran its course. Maybe his contract is up. Maybe there's some production stuff going on that's changing. I don't know why it's going away. I don't know why it's going away. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me that it's going away, because I feel like in the last few months it's gained more traction. I feel like he's getting more hits. I see the clips more where I'm going. I don't know, you know. People seem to talk about it and finally know about it now.
I think it was planned like this because they put up a share with all the guests.
Right.
So I was kind of like, and I mean, like all the guests, even to the last one. So maybe that was the idea already, to have it run its course.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sad to see it go.
Is it because his contract is up? Maybe. I don't know. We don't know.
Maybe. There's and honestly, if that is what it is, great, because we actually don't know. Like, I like being surprised by wrestling. I'm tired of like this whole Anna Jay's going to WWE crap. Like, just who cares? Let the girl's contract run out and let her figure it out what she wants to do. Do we need to talk about the fact that her contract is up in 2 weeks? Like, if she's going, she's going. If she's staying, she's staying. Like, let's let ourselves be surprised a little bit. Like,
they become so obsessed with this contract thing, haven't they? Like, oh, so and so's contract is due up to.
Well, and honestly, I think they're screwing her over. I think that the more the fans get rabid about these things and saying, "Oh, she's got to go to WWE," the more it pisses TK off and the lawyers over at AEW, and the more you're almost forcing an issue. And and if you like Anna Jay, I think what you're doing is a disservice to her, because you're taking away some of her ability to make her own choice. Because if the brass at AEW starts to think that she's leaving because of some dumbass internet rumors that may or may not even be true, that might hurt her chances with one or the other company. And if Tony takes her off TV and thumbs his nose at her too early, then that means that WWE doesn't even have to offer her as much of a price. You're just screwing over your own favorite wrestlers, people. Just let it lie. Let them figure it out. Let them do their thing. And then hopefully they show up someplace where you get to see your favorite wrestlers do the thing that you love seeing them do. Like, we got to let these guys do their thing, because free agency in wrestling doesn't work like regular sports. The speculation does not help these wrestlers. It typically hurts them immensely. Like, leave them alone. So, and I think Anna Jay's getting screwed over by all the speculation right now. Just leave her alone. Let her figure it out. She'll make a decision at some point, and she's not wrestling. I can tell you that right now. All you thirsty man out there, you'll get to see plenty of Anna Jay in the future. She's not leaving the business, regardless of what happens. She's got a solid 10 years on her career. So that's all I have to say about that. And until next time.
You did the Forrest Gump.
Until next time.
No, and that's all I got to say about that. That's Forrest Gump voice.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Fuck Sergio Ramos.
Stay in the mix.
Shrimp gumbo.
Shrimp gumbo is delicious. I'll eat it right now.
Jambalaya.
Shrimp scampi.
Are we still in the air?
Shrimp.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we are.
Oh.
I was going to say something.
I was about to start saying.
Byron's about to use his hard R's.
Whoa.
Again. Until next time, stay calm and stay in the mix.
Penis.